Hello, everyone.
Hello from the other side.
You're quiet, Naomi.
Yes, it's because I'm not screaming into the mic.
Scream into the mic.
Can we not?
No.
I feel a headache coming on, so we should not scream.
Oh, why do you have a headache?
Because it's 1 p.m. and I haven't had coffee yet. That's why.
Have a sip of your coffee. You just made it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hello, Dev and Dev Concubus.
Hello.
You're a concubus?
Concubus.
So succubus and concubine combined, right?
Yes.
That is?
If that wasn't the intent, it is now.
Oh man, coffee's good.
I can have coffee until 5 p.m. and then after 5 p.m. it keeps me up.
That's still a bit late, isn't it? I mean, you always yell at me whenever I have coffee at like 4. Hey, Big Dro, what's up?
That's because you just would have coffee constantly. Like every hour of the day.
Based. Twitch is currently, the Twitch chat is working. No one watches on Kick, but the Kick chat is working, and eventually YouTube will kick in as well. Eventually. What's going on, everyone? $5 from Zontar. Thanks, man. There's a drive-by because of the Daytona 500. Hi, guys. Why are people saying I want to kidnap Rima? I just want to date her and feed her home-cooked meals I make. Yeah, hold on. Zontar, don't you live near where Rima is? Like, you're both in Quebec, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. It's time, Zontar. Get in there. Get yourself a waifu. How's the snow? It's very snowy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been blizzarding all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You like went out and shoveled out the car, and it has to be shoveled out again.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's a long weekend here in Canada, so we can't even do like we can't even go on our usual Costco trip tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It feels bad, man.
Oh, the horror of not being able to go to a grocery store.
Listen, my life is so fucked up at this point that just doing a regular, normal thing that most other people do feels really good, right? Mm-hmm. Like most jobs aren't like being a YouTuber. I'm not necessarily complaining, but it's like, oh, I get to go out and just get groceries with my girlfriend. Isn't that nice? It's like a break.
It's a long weekend in the States too. What holiday are you guys doing? Because in Canada, it's the newly implemented Family Day.
It's not that new.
Feels new to me.
Oh, Arch said I couldn't go on the Archcast yesterday because he wanted to try and recreate the two Fujoshis Arch gets thousands of dollars in one day dynamic. But I can come on next time. Well, because I would like having just a bunch of girls and Arch as they all act degenerate around him apparently gets Arch a lot of super chats. Mm-hmm. And me being there would disrupt that. I was like, yeah, fair enough. And he said I can be on the next time that Honey is on. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
It's President's Day. It's because presidents are better than families.
Yeah, see, like Family Day is basically the secularized version of Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, you're gonna call it Family Day. It's like, oh, fuck you. Fuck this place. You hate YouTubing? Try being in insulation. I don't hate YouTubing at all. I actually like it a lot. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Weekly Sip. We're not doing video games after this because I'm going to go work on the next video. Still chugging along. I wanted to get the next video out yesterday.
Wait a minute.
But I'll probably get it out tomorrow instead. Congratulations on your transition to death.
Thank you. I'm interrupting. Is Family Day only in Ontario? Am I stupid?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, like other provinces have other days that are around Valentine's Day. They're just not called Family Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Family Day is in Alberta too, also known as Visit Your Son in Prison Day. That's funny. Is it the trucker video? No, it is not. However, I can announce that the Canadian videos, including the trucker videos, are on the way because that artist is still. Here's the thing: he gave me the art that I'm going to use for the Canada videos. It was completed, and I asked him to make a few changes, and he says okay, and so he's doing that now. So once the art is set, Canada videos come, including the trucker video.
I'll be dead naming the channel, by the way.
So here's what's interesting, right? I've been talking about those of you who've been watching for a long time. Like who's like I think I saw Naxalis in the chat. He's been here for a long time, right? There are some other viewers who have been around for a long, long, long time. You guys who have been here for years know that I've been saying I want to change the name of the channel for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think the first time I went on Side Scrollers was like March of last year or something. And I even said on my very first appearance, I want to change the channel name soon. I've wanted to do it for a while. So like the issue now is that whenever I've been watching since 2015 or so. Nice, dude. Awesome. The issue, I wonder if anyone still who's here still watched like in 2009 when we did the anime reviews. I doubt it. I think all those people are gone now.
Butters.
No, I don't think Butters watched that shit back then.
Torvar.
Torvar was from like 2011 or 2012.
But nobody cares about your anime reviews.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, Carl, what's up? Well, yeah, there was one guy named Berto Elcon, but he's since moved on. He watched from 2009 all the way up until like 2021, but then he moved on.
I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry.
So basically, Jesus, dude. so basically, Berto Elcon, different guy. Anyway, listen. I've wanted to change the name of the channel for a long time. There's been a few issues. One, haven't thought of a good alternate name.
I think...
Well, for years I couldn't think of a good one.
Yeah.
Two, SFO was like kind of known.
Yep.
We've now moved past that where it no longer gives any sort of bumps or benefits.
That's because everyone knows you as Dev.
Yeah. And three, basically like when you change your channel name too abruptly, a bunch of people who are sub to you will look at you and be like, "What the fuck? I didn't like what fucking channel is this?"
I don't remember subbing to this. Yeah. Oh, so many subs. Thank you, guys.
Thanks very much, guys. But yes, that's kind of a whole that is Mama Max moment. But Mama Max moment, isn't he like a pedophile guy or like a pedo hunter? Look into the Daniel Green allegations. I saw a bit of them. I was watching Harmful Opinions yesterday while I was working, and I had seen some of them before as well, but I don't know the full details of the Daniel Green allegations. Right. Mama Max changed his channel name and complained people didn't back his shit. Yeah. So one thing that you have to do is you have to like slowly change a channel name, right? So for example, right, like I changed it from Short Fire Otaku to Dev Short Fire Otaku, right? And I'll stick with this for a couple months, and then I'll probably like change it again to like a name and then like formerly SFO or something, and like basically so that people who only occasionally watch you notice what's going on.
Yep.
So every few months I'll change it towards the new branding. Yep. I think because honestly, like I'm not SFO anymore, to be honest.
Nope.
Like
you don't even watch anime anymore. I watch more anime.
Yeah, you do now. Like
do.
I don't have time anymore, man. I still like it. I just don't have time to do it.
That's why you watch dubbed anime on a side monitor while you do work.
Like, no, just the wait, Dev Points, Philosophy Dev, those are all fucking bread tubers. Yeah, Cinema Sins became JXE Cinema Sins and then just JXE. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, like, my plan is to slowly move over to a new brand over the next, like, few months. Over and over and over and over. Because, frankly, I'm just not... Okay. I'm just not Short Fire Otaku anymore. Because that was, by the way, like...
That was supposed to be a...
that was an anime review name back in 2009.
Yes, but it was also supposed to be...
When Dave and I were younger.
Yes, but because Dave was the one, like, reviewing. So
yes.
It was supposed to be an opposite of what Dave is. I'm forgetting the word used to describe it, but it's the opposite of Dave, because that's not actually Dave. Dave is tall, was thin.
Yes, it was thin. Yeah, so Dave was tall and thin and not an otaku, so... The channel name was Short Fat Otaku because he's just not that guy, and that was kind of the joke, that he wasn't that guy.
There's a single word to describe that, though, and I don't remember what it is.
It's kind of like hypocrisy, but not.
It's not,
Yeah.
I can't remember the word. Dev stole Dave's channel. No, Dev wrote scripts. And also, whoever was booing me in there for watching dubbed anime, I don't want to just sit there and watch subs all the time. Sometimes I need to do other things, but want to watch anime.
Divination.
You shits.
So yeah, it's irony. It's irony. So, hey, real SDS.
It's not irony. It's not the word. It's not. I understand you guys are being very helpful, but that's not the word I'm specifically thinking of. But I can't remember the word. And yes, we both are brain dead. That's what happens.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Ironic, probably. Ironic is kind of it.
I'm not saying it's not. I know it's a specific word, and as soon as someone says it, I'll remember it. But I don't actually remember what it is.
Anyway, the rebrand will happen. It'll happen slowly. I have some ideas on what to do, and then I talked about it like basically. Well, one, it requires my channel to actually recover, right? So everyone's like, Dev fell off, everything's falling apart. Oh my god, all the bad takes. Okay, yeah, fine. I've looked at my my metrics, and we've now plateaued at the bottom, right? There was all of the sub loss since basically the Trump assassination attempt that then picked up throughout December, and now it's plateaued. Mm-hmm. So if I keep working now, I'll probably get into a slow growth again, hopefully, because the loss has plateaued. So if I can, hold on, sorry. If growth continues, then probably some future plans for future projects can come to fruition. Some basically like if Titanium is here, I don't know if he is, but if Titanium is here, he knows that I've been talking about doing things differently for like 5 years now, and I just haven't had the space to do it, right? And now things are slightly different. So as soon as I can pick the channel up again, that's what we'll do.
That's all well and great. There's a couple of super chats we missed.
Yes, there are.
One for €2.
Hold on. Let me scroll back and just get them all.
All of them?
Because we missed them all.
That's because you don't stop talking.
Oh, well, fuck you.
It's okay. That's why I love you.
Yeah. Okay, here. Give me a second. I'm going to read the super chats right now, okay? I'll be dead naming the channel. Thanks.
I read that one.
Dead naming. Okay.
Yeah.
Dracus for £10. Thanks, man. Nooms on the Archcast. She'd explain in graphic detail how she pegs Dev with a 2-foot-long horse dildo. No. No. Terrace, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Compromise. You can change your channel name, but only if you announce when the change within the Trucker video when it releases. You know what? Well, the funny thing is like, now, if I change it now, people will be like, you're just trying to escape all the drama. And to be honest, the best thing for me to do, even like I'm not, because I've been trying about this for years. Mm-hmm. But the best thing for me to do would be to do all the drama reply videos and then change it.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Megaleg,
$5. So how pissed are you Canucks that we beat you in hockey? I didn't. Was there a hockey game recently? I don't know.
I'm always disappointed when Canadians lose hockey games, but then I also remember that I don't care about hockey at all. But I also remember that hockey is not our national sport; it's lacrosse.
Okay.
And I think at this point we should just change it to hockey, because I never hear anything about lacrosse ever, except for people who play lacrosse.
Yeah.
Just like no one.
Yeah, same. Leon, it wasn't a lie, I just didn't know. I wasn't lying about it.
I sent you the thing.
What?
I sent you a side-by-side of Hitler doing it with Elon doing it.
That was after the video came out.
No.
Yes.
I sent it before.
Absolutely not.
Okay, Dev. Sure. I think you just got it lost because you asked me to send you 8 million links, then you forget to look through my messages.
Possible. Also, that was a very small part of the point of the Elon video was, do you think Elon is doing a Nazi salute specifically to signal that he holds legitimate Nazi beliefs? Or is he being an awkward fucking spurg, he's autistic? Or is he trolling, right? Because here's the thing. Here's a hot take for you. Doing a Nazi salute isn't actually inherently bad. It's just an arm motion. What's bad is that it signals that you hold certain bad beliefs. That's the bad part of it. If you don't actually hold the beliefs, but you do the signaling, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't hold Nazi beliefs. I can do a Nazi salute right now. It doesn't mean that I'm signaling to anyone anything, right? The issue ultimately is the intention. And yeah, you can say that trolling's still bad, but yeah.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Hold on here. Let's see.
We're on the Dare
Dev Taku SFO is the name we should go for. I don't know about Dev Taku, dude. I don't know about that, dude. Look, Tidge is sig heiling right now. Look at that. Arms up. Zab11, thank you. Perhaps a video about the Canadian dairy mafia. Do you mean? I mean, it's not really a mafia, but I know what you mean. There's like a bunch of companies in Canada that like really want to keep Canadian tariffs up for like foreign dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't America have a dairy mafia too?
I don't know.
Doesn't every country have a dairy mafia?
Maybe. Make the channel name a high tier donation perk. All right, yeah, you can change the name if you donate like $1,000. Chrono Soul, $5. Have you considered this name Divination?
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Like divination, but divination.
Yeah, but you don't divine anything.
Yeah.
Nor are divine.
Here's a €2 super chat. I have pushed a submarine toy up my ass.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
As long as it's a flared base, you're fine.
You just poop it out.
No. Okay, do you not literally hear all the fucking ER stories about people who shove things up their ass without a flared base and then they just get stuck up there because their ass eats it?
Then poop harder.
No, that's not how that fucking works. You can't
Take the fucking laxatives.
No.
You just blast through.
The poop just goes around it. You idiot. You don't know how anything works.
Okay, here. Then eat a shit ton of food.
No.
And poop hard.
No.
Get it all out.
It gets you stuck. And then you've had
Thank you, Alex.
Then you get a perforated bowel. You have given terrible advice. Nobody listened to Dev.
Switch the side channel name to the main channel name. What, like DevKit? This isn't gonna be Dev. This channel's not gonna be DevKit. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. $2 from Lives and Does Walls. Name it Tall, Thin, and Gout Ridden. That's only if Dave is fucking involved. Bill Skerner, I got your back in the dubbed anime. Just not enough time in the day.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Like there is some anime I will say that I prefer watching subbed. I have more time now, but like when I had less time, I just couldn't do it. Like I think Maid-sama, I tried watching it in dubbed, it was shit, and then I switched to subbed and I loved it. Mm-hmm. It was so good. But I can't do subbed all the time. And if it has a really good dubbed voice acting, then I'm just gonna stay with the dubbed because I can't.
Yeah. Dave, Katie Nova thinks she's a cat. What do we do to her? Beatings. Thanks for the $5.
No, listen, you give her nice pets, and then when she trusts you enough, you'll get belly rubs.
Oh, yeah. Calesto, $5. Is it me, or does it feel as if the woke crowd is pretending they didn't have an issue with sexy female characters? This feels like blatant revisionism. I have not seen this type of revisionism yet. That's new to me, Calesto. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you said no, hold on, because you said the woke crowd was getting more Puritan, right? Being like, no more sex in video games. Like, the right's doing it too, but the left is also doing it now.
Yes. However, I haven't seen them go back and now be like, we're okay with sexy video game female characters. I haven't seen that yet. I have not seen that yet, yeah.
But no, that's not...
That is what they asked. Look. Is it me, or does it feel as if the woke crowd is pretending they didn't have an issue with sexy female characters? This feels like blatant revisionism. That's what he asked.
Okay.
What do you understand?
No, I understand. That's fine. I just read it wrong.
Okay, yeah. Call the channel The Dave Nick Show. The Dave Nick Show. Bill Skinner, $5. Dev, that's a hockey game. USA.
You'd have to ask Dave.
If there was a big hockey thing, but I didn't see it. I hate hockey. Seriously, I'm the worst
Dev
Canadian.
hates hockey. I don't care.
Yeah. Wait, the Dave Nick Show featuring Dev and Lives in Dev's Walls, and not Dave.
Yes.
Kevin, I did change the channel's name, rewinded a bit to see. I just talked about it. Terrace, for another $5. Thank you. Duke College is the only reason anyone outside of high school knows what lacrosse is. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Duke lacrosse team from you heard about this, right?
No.
Oh, it was like a big fucking scandal. The Duke lacrosse team, like, it was like a false rape accusation or something.
Oh, geez.
Like everyone jumped on. It was back in like 2000s, I think.
Love that.
Yeah. Aaron Gray, $5. Thanks, man. There's so few anime I can enjoy dubbed. It's hard to find time to watch anime sometimes. Any recent ones you've been watching, lads? Love yas.
Listen, I think I'm a lot more forgiving about dubbed anime than a lot of people are. Like, for me, it's because I like how in English the different voice actors will do like more characterized voices for all the different characters, and like there's like stereotypes that can be like, oh yeah, like this voice actor in anime specifically does like this type of guy, like they're gruff and grungy, and this woman does this specific type of woman like in anime, and she's like cutesy, or like this one's a badass. I like how I can identify through the voice specifically what this type of character is supposed to be.
Yep.
I have a much harder time doing that for Japanese people just because I don't speak Japanese, and I can't quite tell, unless it's like really extreme, I can't quite tell just by the voice exactly what this character is supposed to be, like from like the first word out of their mouth, you know.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
But for English, it's much easier, I find. So
I can tell in Japanese too. There's certain like Japanese. Like...
Well, yeah, but extreme. Like there's that one dude who does all the sexy men because he is the sexiest voice actor in the world. He has the sexiest voice for men in Japanese. That guy. And then like a few of the women, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's her. But like for most of them, I'm just like, I don't fucking. They all sound the same. That's just me. That's me for a lot of languages. That's just the way it is. So I just watched Frieren recently in English dub, and I very much enjoyed how soft spoken she was.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep doing this. We can't do like 10 fucking. Why are you shaking? Stop shaking the couch. Is that? Okay. The U.S. has government-funded cheese mines. Oh, really? Okay. That sounds weird.
Amazing.
Let's see. Terrace says I should go Dev Avocad, D Devfowars. What the fuck, dude? Hun3. You still in Ontario? Have you been following the Ontario election at all? I have not been following it, dude. Okay. Like I said,
you've been so distracted by American stuff that you haven't been paying any attention to current Canadian politics.
Listen, there's like a new shit show every day in the States right now, and there has been ever since Trump took office. Like, it's fucking bad. Dev, I poopy my pants. Help. Thanks to $2, dude.
Well, you should just throw out your underwear after using them to wipe.
Dude, okay, that one video that we've watched twice now, like the Reddit best poopy stories. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, okay, we were lying in bed listening to it last night. It wasn't even best
poopy stories. It was just best, like worst things that have happened to you in a public washroom.
Yeah.
And it's mostly about poop.
So everyone knows that like there's now a genre of YouTube where like an automated Microsoft Sam voice reads off to you like Reddit threads. Right?
I still prefer the ones with actual people reading them instead of just AI generated voices.
Yeah. But you know, we were lying in bed listening to one, like it was last night or the night before. And it was basically, worst public bathroom experiences. And the guy who, like, ran into a Burger King and had the worst beer shits into a toilet, and then, like, a fucking little kid comes in to go piss in the urinal and starts crying because it smelled so bad.
Yep.
I was laughing so hard at it that, like, you like, turned off the video. Like, you're shaking the whole bed. That's too much. Dev, you're laughing too much. We're done. And I was like, oh, God. What a fun time.
Anyway.
Okay, hold on. Zach, $2. New name, Dev Warhammer.
Boo. Alejandro Garcia. Anime dubbed in Spanish, Mexican edition, is god tier. DBZ was so much more dramatic and funny with the Mexican voice actors.
Oh my god. Jasso Havens, $5. There's not many things Canada actually does better than the US anymore. Pharma and oil are tanking. They don't dominate hockey, and their syrup is meh. Yeah. Canada's gone downhill a lot. Like one good thing about Canada becoming a state of America is you can just move anywhere we want easily. It's like, oh shit, the borders are open now. We can just go. We're not just American citizens. Let's just go to the States somewhere.
I want to become an American citizen.
Yeah, but we can go live in like somewhere that we're like. Honestly, houses are cheaper in many parts of the States than they are in Canada. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck. Why not, Naomi? You want to stay here in this ice hole forever?
There's places in Canada that aren't just ice holes.
Not that many.
Yeah.
Okay. Callisto, $5. Like Stellar Blade or Bayonetta. I have seen several woke YouTubers say this was never an issue. Oh, that's a bit different. I know what you mean now, Callisto. Okay. There's a few... There's this tendency where like Anita Sarkeesian back in the day was critiquing Bayonetta for being objectifying to women.
Mm-hmm.
And like male gaze, blah, blah, blah. But now, Bayonetta is considered to be like like not male gazy, but like queer gazy. Like clearly she's so flamboyant. This is meant for like queer people, right? And then the next thing was Nier Automata, where 2B was considered to be like just male gazy. And then, but now it's been like what 8 years since Nier came out, so now people are saying like, oh, this is clearly like a queer coded game, and like there seems to be a cycle of games with hyper attractive women that are popular with men, and then like at the time, left leaning people critique them. However, let it go 5+ years, and then suddenly like queer people claim it as their own. And so people like that process has begun to speed run, where recently people are saying that Stellar Blade is clearly queer coded. And it's like last year everyone was saying this is objectifying, and now you're saying this is for the gays. Like what the fuck's wrong? Like what?
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought they were saying at first. So I read it right and you read it wrong. God damn it, Dev.
Well, no, you still got it wrong, but it's...
No, I didn't. I'm right about everything all the time. No.
Yeah, so that'll probably be a video that I do at some point. Is just like, though, to be honest, I kind of did it with my Bayonetta 3 video back like 2 years ago, whenever that game came out.
Yeah.
I think it was 2022.
Yeah, you talked about it in that one, yeah.
I did a Bayonetta 3 video where I went over just like how the view of Bayonetta has changed on the left to being like this queer-coded thing.
I think you and me both agreed, though, that it was stupid that Bayonetta and I entirely forget her name didn't end up as a lesbian. Bayonetta didn't end up as a lesbian, and I was upset. Or at least bi.
Well, in that one alternate universe she did. Yeah. And everyone was mad that it wasn't the main one.
Yeah, it should have been the main one.
Live in Dev's walls. Dev Fap is already taken. It reviews Merida. Is that really a thing? Like, I have pushed a second toy submarine up my ass. I bought 82 of them, and only God can stop me.
Only God can stop you with death, you mean. Don't do that. You have to use a flared base. Flared base.
Adam unfriended Short Fag Orc for a new channel.
She does, no.
Based. Okay. I want there to be someone takes an orc from one of those like hentai and just like makes like a channel just called Rape Orc.
They just immediately get banned off of YouTube.
Yeah, maybe. You guys know what I'm talking about, though, right? Like there's like Kunoichi. That's a series with like a bunch of just orcs that just run around being rapists, right? And like it's pretty common in like fantasy hentai or whatever for just have like rape orcs. Yep. So I want to see like someone like just like get like an avatar of like one of those orcs and just have the channel name just like Rape Orcs, like a troll channel.
Jesus.
I mean, there's already people who do like anime elf channels, and they're like, oh, elf ears or whatever, and it's like Grape Orc. It has to be an orc carrying giant grapes in his crotch. Okay, there's that one like joke comic, all right, where there's an orc living in peace in the woods, and he's not violent at all. He's like huge and muscular, and like elves end up like coming across him, and they all believe they're about to be fucking like just raped into oblivion, and he always like he never does that ever, and they're always disappointed. And it's like, well, you kidnapped me. What are you going to do? It's like, I'm just going to take care of you because you fell over. Well, I found you in the middle of the road.
Yep.
And like, it's just completely...
I think you showed me that once. It was pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah, wait. We are raping these elves because we are orcs, but it turns out they're succubi. That's an actual doujin title.
I'm unsurprised because that's hilarious.
The lustrous elf and the non-rapey orc.
Yep.
Yeah, Shrek hentai. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Megalag, me randomly pings Naomi on Devcord, insert something stupid.
I also replied to that, so it was really fun.
Hey, Panty, what's up? Seems like leftists like sexualized characters, maybe just the spaces I'm in, but a lot of them don't care about games like Stellar Blade being male gazy. Yeah, Panty, there's like different sections of the left, and let's say the people who are like anti-woke on the right, they don't get it, right? They don't get that like the neolibs are not like the socialists. They're not like the mainstream Democrats. They're not like the Bernie types. They're not like the anarchists. They're not like the rad femme prudes. There's all these different slices of the left that don't agree on things, and the right doesn't seem to understand that. And to be fair, it works the other way around too. Like there's a whole bunch of different slices on the right, and the left just calls them all Nazis. So it's the same fucking thing. I should just call you. You know what? If I ever do like a set of videos documenting my weight loss journey, because I have taken like pictures over time of like my slow weight loss. I'll call the video Dev Zempic. Okay, let's see here. German toilets have a poop shelf.
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, so it's a shelf like in the toilet. It's in the toilet. Like, so generally if you poop, it's like far back enough that your poop will stay on that shelf. Mm-hmm. So you can examine your poop to see if there's like anything in it that's bad.
Weird, dude.
Or if it's like red or something. Well, I mean, to be fair, you should be looking in the toilet, whether it has a poop shelf or not. You should be looking in the toilet every time you go to the washroom. You'd be like, what color is my pee? Does that mean I'm dehydrated? I pooped. Is it am I fucking bleeding from my ass for some reason? Like, is it weird? Is it spit? Does everything looks normal? Okay, good. Every time.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
No, it's not. This is health.
Terrace, my favorite Leaf housing story is the park that was turned over to a tribe expected to be living with nature, and they built a ton of apartments on it. That's right. That was in Vancouver, dude. So like this was some land in the greater Vancouver area.
I think we talked about this on one of the weekly stuff.
Yeah, we did. It was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Where like basically, you know, all the wokoids were like, we're going to give this native land back to the native tribe that should be living here, and we're going to flog ourselves for being like white, for being white people, and then the native tribe's like, okay, thanks, and they just built like a ton of fucking super tall high rises of apartments and start renting them out, and everyone was mad at them. They're like, fuck you, we're gonna make some money.
What's really funny is that in that area, I think the article we were reading said that it was actually having a lot of housing issues.
Yeah.
So when the tribe got it, they were just like, we're just gonna build a shit ton of apartments so people have houses. The end.
And then they started like taking money in, and then like, well, I think like the tribal government is using the revenue to like send a bunch of their young people to school. So it's like they're not wasting it. It's just that people are mad that they didn't go and live in fucking teepees.
Yep.
Dracus Luthos, 2 things I learned from Wendigoon recently: secret government cheese tunnels, and the fact that Wendigoon likes milfy ghost women who are tall, very tall, and I say that he has impeccable taste. So we're talking like the Resident Evil 8 chick. Something like that?
Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah. Zab 11, the Sobeys scandal, overcharged meat packaging.
Oh, yes. Okay, so what's been happening apparently recently with like Loblaws and Sobeys is that they've been like saying their meat is a certain weight on the tag, but then when people bring it home and like weigh the packaging, it's like 10 grams or more like under what weight says on the packaging.
Is it because the packaging is being weighed too?
Yeah, well, no, that's the point, is that on the thing it's supposed to like be, I'm pretty sure by law, on when you weigh meat, it's supposed to be the packaging plus the meat. So when people take it home and weigh the packaging and the meat, it's been like 10 grams or lower, like under what it says on the package. There's been like a huge scandal going on recently.
Okay.
Yeah, with that.
Wow. Lives in Dev's Walls, $5. Thanks. It can't be successful and male gazy. If it was successful, it had to have been queer coded all along. Flawless logic.
Perfect. Yes. You know what? I accept that.
Yeah, something like that. Lives in Dev's Walls, Berserk Horse from the Neck Up channel. Oh yeah,
I don't know anything about this, and I don't really think I want to.
There's that one like horseman from, and he's like, your resistance only makes my penis harder.
Gross.
I actually used that picture as a thumbnail for like a video I did about Vosh at one point, because Vosh and the horses. Lives in Dev's Walls. Are you talking about Bal Buddy comics? Possibly. I don't know the name of them. I don't know the name. Sorry. Wish I could assist. Head to Streamlabs, a super chat. YouTube filters are MiG 15-ish. Bowskinner, you can Streamlabs if you want, but I'm probably going to phase Streamlabs out just for using Botrix. Like, the Botrix live tip link, that's basically like Streamlabs, just better, because Streamlabs fucking sucks. Terrace, $10. White supremacists. American Indians are all backwards cavemen living in teepees. Progressives, American Indians are all backwards cavemen living in teepees. And that's awesome. Pretty much. Well, I was getting into that in my my video on race, right? Like, the white supremacists and the progressives used the same logic and came to the same conclusions. It's just that the white supremacists said, that's why we're superior, and the progressives said, that's why we're guilty. But they said the same things in the end. Lives in Dev's Walls. Wrong horse. You're thinking of Wordsworth. Okay. Can't say I know any of these rape horses.
The fact that you know one is too many.
Okay, I'll go into Streamlabs.
Also, I thought we could see the Streamlabs things up here.
No, because Streamlabs, I should honestly just close it at this point. I don't use it for anything anymore. It's just like, it's
You've only ever been having issues with Streamlabs.
Yeah, it's
every time you've tried to set something up, it's never worked.
It's so bad. Dude, I've transferred everything over to Botrix because Botrix works.
Tell Dev that what you were talking about was not the Berserk horse, and tell him to look up Berserk Rape Horse.
Hold on. Just use OBS. I am using OBS. We're talking about plugins for not the actual streaming program. You remember the Mexican orcs thing? I remember the Mexican, or including tieflings, not ugly bumpkin orcs. Oh yeah, they made all the right. Hold on, right there, Bill Skinner, that link there. Yeah, they made all the orcs Mexican coded.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is actually stupid. It's really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
They're just people now.
Yeah.
And I get it that you want to make all the races seem the same, so they're all just become like different flavors of human. But like, there's no moral clash between the different civilizations anymore. Like,
yeah, I find it annoying. I think it would have been fun to do like a community of specifically half orcs to do that with. You know, because a lot like they should have just kept the like, yeah, orcs are just a monstrous race. They have super different values and only value fighting and like dominance over people. That's why rape orcs has such a big thing, because dominance.
You know what? I can't even log into my fucking. I can't log in my Streamlabs. I can't log into it. It's fucking done. It's over. I'm just gonna delete the account. If I can ever find my account, I'm gonna delete it. Like, it's fucking done. Thanks for the donation, whatever it was, but like I can't access it. Sean King.
You've missed $50. A couple already.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's go back up.
No, we
didn't. No, we didn't. We just talked about this one.
No, apparently you missed bars or something.
Where is it?
I don't know.
No, not here. Not here. Not here. Not here.
It was right there.
No. We read this one.
Well then, bar, shut up.
Oh, Dev Vanderthal, Devosh, Left 4 Dev, Devil Commander. You're just making names of other YouTubers. Okay. I got into an argument. $50 from Sean King. Thank you very much. Thank you, dude. I got into an argument with a boomer/liberal. I told him one reason I don't like Carney is because he caused one of the worst inflation in the UK. You replied, but that's not his fault. Inflation is caused by unpredictable changes in the market. Inflation has a lot of causes. That's so dumb. God. But thank you very much for the $50. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Horse girls fuck horses.
Check Naomi's DMs. Look at my fiance's kitties.
Kitties.
That's what you want, apparently.
I do. Always send me pictures of your pussies.
Wow. Lives in those walls. Imagine the Berserk horses of VTuber. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you. Did you hear that American traded back from Russia was a pro-Soviet communist who photo-opted himself from raising a Soviet flag on a mountain in Russia? No, I did not. I have not been paying attention to a lot of things.
You're so cute. I love them so much.
But yeah, there's like, it's interesting when you have two different warring factions that just have moral differences that cannot be reconciled, right? And that's how it was with humans and orcs, because orcs were just like, nope, we're just gonna fucking kill you, and we gain honor through combat. We don't view you as people, and we're gonna fucking roll over you. And so, like, the only way to stop them is to stop them with force.
Yeah.
But if orcs are just people,
like they're just green humans.
Yeah, then the moral conflict kind of disappears, because they could just have the same morality as humans, and they can just talk it out, and then it's done. It's like, well, it doesn't really.
To finish my thought from earlier.
Yeah, go ahead.
I 100% agree with you. I think if you were going to do like a roaming band of orcs, and that they're just people now, if you had done that with half orcs, because half orcs don't really have a community in like D&D. Mm-hmm. They just like are like half hated. And have to prove themselves, and like they're generally a half-orc story is about being like, yeah, I'm viewed as a monster and I don't want to be a monster anymore, or I'm just gonna become a more evil or smarter monster than the orcs and control orcs. That's usually what happens with half-orc characters. It would have been fun so that they just make a community for half-orcs to be like, I don't want to be evil, I just want to be a normal person and not have to like be surrounded by people who like kind of are really racist and hate me, so we're just gonna be a bunch of nomads just like of half-orcs. And I think that would have been amazing and good. That would have been very inclusive. Instead of just making orcs green people.
Okay. Hold on. So Bill Skinner donated again. Thank you, man. I'm sorry. Thank you. Broken up since I donated already. We are America. Lower your arms and surrender your nation. We will add your historical and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us as new states. Resistance is futile. Based. I didn't see them, so I'm currently doing something else. I'm trying to run this. I'll look at them later. Fuck. Jesus.
I saw the cats, and that's all that matters. I love them, and they're adorable.
Okay, hold on. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Hold on. No, we talked about that. Yep. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Goodman, thanks for the $5, man. I tried telling communists communism doesn't work because, as I understand, the government has full control. I mean, communism doesn't work because, like, real communism, which that's the only communism they're going to accept, is moneyless, stateless, and classless. And you cannot have a stateless society. All the anarchists are wrong. You need a government. You don't have to like it. You don't have to fucking like. There are clearly better and worse governments, but no government is terrible. Always terrible. All right. There's always some sort of hierarchy. There's always some sort of person in charge. There's always some sort of power structure. Yeah, Somalia fucking sucks. You want to live in Somalia? You fuck. Go live there. Terrace, thank you for the $5. If orcs are just humans, when do we get the Ace Attorney spinoff with lawyers?
Good job, Duff.
Okay, Jesus. Dubs give big fig energy.
Okay, fuck you. Listen, if I can play a fucking simulation or farming game and then also watch anime, I am the best.
Yeah, you've been playing a whole bunch of Sims recently, huh?
Yeah, you get into your like half-yearly obsession of Sims once in a while, and then I realized that I can also mod the Sims, so I've been doing that.
Also, you just pirate all of it because it costs like $10,000.
Oh my god, yes. And you know what's really funny?
It's so dumb.
You know what's really funny? It's really easy to do. Like, I literally just Googled it, because I remember, like, I was like, didn't I have to watch a video on this one time? I just Googled it, and it was like, here's the fucking website, here's, like, everything, and I was like, amazing.
Amazing.
Like, I mean, I was smart and used a VPN while I was browsing the site, but, you know, like, it amazes me how easy it is to do. You know, he's all about those wicked whims. You know it's true. I think I talked about that last sip where I was talking, or, no, when was I talking about this? I think I was talking about it on Discord, because I was talking about Baldur's Gate 3 sex mods and then, like, Sims 4 sex mods. Yep.
Is one person on an island anarchy or absolute dictatorship? Both, I guess.
It depends on about how many monkeys they control.
But no, like, listen. As soon as you have, like, people living together, and people living together and working together, that means that there's both cooperation and competition. And competition needs to be managed so that it doesn't become too destructive. Cooperation needs to be managed so that it actually works properly. All of this means hierarchy, which means somebody on top, somebody on the bottom, which means power, which means enforcement of rules. So you can never have an anarchist society. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't fucking work. And all attempts to create anarchist societies have just made things worse all the time. You always need some form of social organization. This is why, like, every attempt to create socialism has always been state socialism and not anarchist socialism, because you always need some form of social organization. And to be honest, socialism is still better than anarchism. Like, socialism is really fucking bad, but it is at least a form of social organization that people can slot themselves into and then get some sort of collaborative effort out of. It's not just a complete absence of anything.
I agree.
Yeah. Now, when I was looking into, like, the Zapatistas in Mexico, like, they live in some of the most uninhabitable land on the planet. It's just like fucking desert and shrub, and like nothing fucking grows there. And they're extremely poor, all of them. And the only reason they've managed to survive is because they've actually created like a socialist system. Because at the very least, coming together and pooling your resources and sharing them among a small community will let you survive longer than just like being a skeleton in the fucking desert.
Yeah, I always find that like communist like communities usually work out when it's small. Like, it has to be a small community. When it ends up like without like Star Trek technology, it being on a much like bigger grand scale usually just ends up not working.
Yeah.
Because humans are too greedy. And someone always tries to take power.
Communism plus anarchy is just a bunch of people screwing on their sides. It sucks. Oh, fuck.
We're living in a society here. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, like Star Trek is like post-scarcity liberalism because there's still clearly private property. Like Sisko's dad still owns a restaurant, right? Like but at the same time, a lot of just the basic material needs are gone because you can replicate food. So it's like not a single person on Earth goes hungry because even if the food is not super high quality, you can replicate it for basically free. And it's like, well, you're not getting the good stuff, but you are. Hey, you can go and like have a facsimile of a steak dinner at a replicator, and it's like, oh, you're good, you know. So once all of the basic needs are met, everything else then it comes down to like, well, specific products, right? Like if everyone has access to food, they survive. But then you can start talking about, well, what if I actually want like higher quality food? Well, that you have to like pay for, right?
There's no money in Star Trek.
They have credits. Here's the thing, like
they have credits to use on alien planets.
Yeah. Well, do you recall that one episode of Deep Space Nine where Nog and Jake were talking about how the Federation has no money, and Jake's like, I have no idea how this works. That was the creators of the show like understanding that it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work, dude.
But they still kept it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, food is much like people say like, oh my god, grocery prices are so high. Yeah, they're pretty high right now, but you know what? Food is cheaper now than it has been in the entirety of human civilization, with the exception of maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think the reason that
like food was so expensive,
like, it feels
1,000 years ago.
Yes, I think the reason it feels so expensive is that because generally, you need 2 working parents now. People have a lot less time to like actually cook meals and shit from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, you were busy back in the day, but usually it was the wives or whatever doing all the cooking, or a fucking maid or a neighbor or everyone eating from a big communal pot. But, like, if you buy all the ingredients and then have the time to cook it all, yeah, food's in general going to be cheaper because you can make huge batches and then freeze it. But if you're just buying a lot of small things for, like, meals, like if you're buying a shit ton of snacks and you're always continuously buying bread,
Yeah.
you know, it becomes a lot harder. And out of season food that people are constantly buying, right? Like, it's just, like, I understand grocery prices shouldn't be so expensive, but I think the main reason they feel so expensive is because people are cooking big filling meals less. They're cooking tasty meals and better quality meals, but they're cooking filling meals that you can just, like, make a giant thing out of it and it's fine, way less. Because people want better tasting food rather than just a giant pot of gruel.
Yep. I know what you mean. Yeah, this is something that Sargon did a video about recently, and I actually liked his video. It was something that I wanted to talk about one day. I guess he beat me to it. He said something like he compared 2 styles of cooking, and one of them was like this.
We're not talking about fucking his views on slop food or whatever.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of related.
God.
But so one of them is like the sushi chef who creates like these very tiny, not all that filling, handmade meals that are like a real experience to eat, right? So like they're like, even though you're not going to get full on them, and you might not even get that much in terms of nutrition out of them, but the experience of eating them is what you go for. Yep. It's basically like an aesthetic delight that you enjoy these things.
Most high dining too, where like the portions are really small, but like honestly aesthetically they look gorgeous, and generally they taste quite good, but they're small.
Yes, yeah, and like you have like the sushi chef who like painstakingly makes these meals, and they're like, you know, he has like decades of experience, and that's why it comes out so good. And then there's this Islamic tradition. I think it was Islamic, not Indian, but it doesn't matter. Either way, they had this giant pot, and the pot was like bigger than this room. All right, and they just like dump tons of rice in and tons of food, tons of spices, and they're just cooking it, and like it is literally just like, and they're just like getting buckets of actual just slop out of it. And however, it is.
If it's tasty slop, it doesn't matter.
Well, it is apparently tasty, but it's basically meant to feed all of the poor people.
Yeah.
So you have these people who are, they do this for charity because this is why I think that they're all Muslims. They're doing it out of like Islamic charity, where they're like, we're going to feed all the poor people in this city, and we're going to do it off the back of the basically like the local mosque like pays for it, right? So they make this giant pot of just slop food, and then they feed all the city's poor because they feel like they have this religious duty to help, you know, and like this is stuff that is just made for mass consumption, and it is meant to get you through the day, and it's the complete opposite of the experience that has been handcrafted by a chef with decades of experience under his belt, right? I mean, and these are two very different ways of looking at food, and they're both good, by the way. Like it's not like the slop is just inherently bad. Just
yeah, that's more of a sick thing.
Okay, it's a Sikh thing. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, either way, the point is that like these are two very different ways of looking at food, and they both have their good parts, right? Because clearly you do want the poor to get fed, and clearly it's a good thing to be able to enjoy some sort of high dining experience if you can afford it, right? These are two different ways of looking at food, and they're both necessary. But he basically said that like they're like the point of the video was to point out that like there is a purpose for higher class things to exist, and there also is a purpose for lower class things to exist. And it is appropriate if you're a high class person to not want the lower class thing. It's a complicated conversation basically, and it was not just Sargon thinks the slop is bad.
Yeah, well, he already thinks that. So
he said that back in like 2023.
I don't fucking care. He still thinks it because he's an idiot.
Jesus,
his fucking tongue is just not burdened by the fucking good food of other countries.
To be fair,
God, because
I also say dumb things whenever I'm live too. Like whenever I'm on Twitter or I'm live, I say stupid shit in my videos that I'm really good, and Sargon seems to be the same way. Is soup slop? I think Sargon's view is that like slop had to be basically like
many ingredients in one dish, not separated, mixed all together,
but also without clear purpose. Like a stir fry. A stir fry is just like a big slop bucket, but shepherd's pie has like very specific layers laid out. Like lasagna has very specific layers of things.
Yeah, because they're not mixed. He just doesn't like his food touching because he's autistic.
Okay, maybe. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah, no, I know Arpra. I know that's gross, but I think, oh God, what did he said? It was something really, really stupid. No, because he was defending his take on Twitter. That's why I call him stupid for that view. What was it? It was I think it was like burritos or something. Like you call that slop? No, it was some really good Mexican dish.
It was lime and prawns and chili peppers mixed in with rice, all like stir fried around. And he said like this is like an assault in the sense is none of these tastes like go together
but they do because he can't handle the taste of a tiny little bit of chili pepper. And I'm a person who can't handle their spices, and I'm saying this, okay?
Actually, do you have any water? I think I'm done with my coffee.
Why didn't you get your own water? Why should I share? Why should I share?
So I'll slap you if you don't.
Why?
Thank you very much.
Why?
Thank you. Let's see. Food is cheap. Well, actually, no, here, I'll do this one first. Yeah, Terrace says, if you don't need money, then you don't need mine. Yeah, that's Nog talking to... That's Nog talking to Jake.
Yep.
Right? Wait, was his name Jake?
Yes,
was it Jake?
Jake.
Fuck, it was Jake.
Cisco and Jake. Yeah, you.
Cisco and Jake. No, Jake Cisco and Ben Cisco.
Yeah. Cisco and Jake.
God damn it. Okay. Yeah, because like he was like, humans are enlightened. We don't need money. And Nog's like, you don't need mine. Get out of here.
Have I considered to some extent that Sargon is trolling? Yes, but I hate him for it.
Wow, Naomi.
Only for that specific view and a couple others.
And Antelope, Deb, did you see the new edit and new "Yes, you are all wrong" I made of you? I have not seen that, but I'll is it in like the fan art area? I'll look at it later. You mean he hates Sargon because he's black?
Yeah. Obviously, yes. That's definitely.
Well, he is 1/4 black.
I don't care.
You fucking racist.
I do not care that he's 1/4 black. That does not matter to me.
Lives in Deb's walls. Food is cheap partially as a result of corn-based optimization and monoculture. There are heavy trade-offs that are incurred for this. Yeah, so there's something about like growing too much of one crop in too many locations.
Oh yeah, it's bad for the environment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like you lose like diversity in the natural plants of the world.
Yep.
And also if you have like a pest or a disease that affects one crop, like the entire thing fucking goes everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, there can be risks to it for sure.
Yep.
The soup slop. No, I don't think so. Jordan Rogers, gruel maxing.
Yes. Actually, I want to point out that I don't think all soup is slop, but I think that people like...
What? Fuck you, indirect Sutter.
Sargon would feel like that some soup is slop. Like a tomato bisque, not slop. Like a chicken, like a homemade chicken noodle soup with like chicken bones and like a whole bunch of like veggies and stuff. Slop.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, because it's multiple ingredients touching each other all in one thing. But a tomato bisque is only one ingredient. Tomato bisque.
Hey, Dylan on the line, thanks, man.
Or a chowder. Slop.
Chowder?
Yeah.
An Englishman can't stand a little spice? Oh my god. Carl does not represent all of us. I love slop food.
Me too. Because slop is good. And separate things are good.
To be honest, like, there are still a bunch of good foods where everything's kept separate.
Yeah.
Like the English breakfast is great.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it's not, like, I'm not saying that non-slop foods are bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that holding the view that slop, quote-unquote, foods are bad is stupid. Because there's too many that are really good.
Terrace, $5. RFK says we should return to sugar from corn syrup. Proposes banning corn syrup instead of ending corn subsidies and sugar tariffs.
Yeah.
Oh god. So, dude, there are so many fucking dumb things happening in the States right now. Actually, we might as well move on to the articles at this point.
Yep.
So, because it's been an hour and we've hung out for a bit, and that's okay. There are so many dumb things happening in the States right now. There are people who are like, yes, RFK is going to save us. We're going to have healthy food again. They're deregulating everything. You are going to get way shittier food than you had before, guys. It's so fucking dumb.
The States already had, like, pretty not great, like, not food safety standards, but, like, you can put these things in your stuff and that's fine, while other countries are like, that's banned here. So...
Wait, Balatro? I didn't say Balatro about anything. What do you mean?
What about Balatro?
Arpo, nothing says Balatro. Hold on, let me check out the restream.
Only Dave's been playing Balatro.
It says just chatting. There's no Balatro. It's a Twitch tag. Oh, Dave probably did that like a while ago. Sorry.
Well,
no
why
Balatro.
aren't you checking your tags?
Oops. $5 from Trash Panda. The whole premise of trying to make deep philosophical statements about food preferences is brain rotted. I mean, there's something to it. There's something to it, but.
No, I agree. Like, I agree that, like, having high-class food, quote-unquote, and low-class food, quote-unquote, are both necessary, and talking about the difference of them, like, is good, and that's, like, an interesting thing to talk about with people's, like, views and stuff on that. I just disagree with the slop.
Yeah.
I just disagree.
Man, okay. Here, before we get started, guys, as always, I want to shill out the channel that is doing good work uploading the Lost Dev content. I will post it once again. In the channel. Wait.
Since you can't post it on your own.
There it is.
Otherwise you'll get banned and demonetized again.
Avalon's no longer a mod. I should probably demod him. He's no longer a mod.
Oh, wait, he's not?
No, he decided to take a break. Something to do with his family.
Oh, right.
But basically, the Lost Dev vids is run by a fan in Discord who has access to all my Lost videos. He's been uploading them. And, you know, he's on episode 14 of the D&D campaign with Crusaders back in 2018.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, I recall putting this video up here, the Alt-Right's Asian Fetish, and having, like it played out the same way that right-wingers started abandoning me in the past 6 months did. It was people, like, even though I put that up, like, in 2019 or something, and people are like, I thought you were on our side. What are you doing critiquing the right wing? What is this? I didn't sub to the channel for this. I wanted you to laugh at left-wing people, not right-wing people. I was like, I'll laugh at whoever the fuck I want, dude. This was, okay, when did this? Hold on.
Like, originally?
2019.
Yep.
This video came out in 2019. And people back then were like, Dev, you backstabber!
Yep, I remember that. That was funny.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? Can you chill the fuck out? But yeah, this video is kind of like it's slightly personal to me because this guy here, the terrorist at Canadian Tire, this event that I talked about happened in my hometown.
Oh.
Yeah, and the video didn't stay up for long. Like his video was eventually taken down off of his Facebook account because everyone in my hometown has like I don't know, 5,000 people living there or something. I don't know. It's a small town. It's a small town. And I had the small town growing up experience before moving away. But this guy apparently still lives there, and he is like an Indian immigrant to Canada.
Oh right, yes, okay, yes. I remember. Oh God, and I can't believe I forgot about this.
He went into Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire, by the way, is just like an auto parts store that's Canada.
Well, it's
only.
not just wait,
hardware.
Home hardware is that an American thing?
Home Depot kind of.
Yeah, it is the place where you buy all your working tools when it's more casual. It's not like a Home Depot where like you buy your lumber and shit there. It's like this is where you buy like your lawnmowers and stuff. Like this is for like appliances and like things you might need, you know, like garden hoses and stuff. Like it's just your outdoor store.
You get paint there. Yeah,
it's your outdoor store.
Lawnmowers.
But it doesn't sell like I am a building contractor stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't sell bricks or anything like that, or like large quantities of wood. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that type of a store, but also
you buy Canadian Tires. But also that
there's also like lots of car stuff and like engine parts and tires and yeah. So this guy here, he walks in to the Canadian Tire in my hometown, and he like starts going off about race stuff.
Bye, Avalon.
Like apparently he's asked to like wait or something or like a very normal thing. And he starts screaming that it's because he's an Indian that they're treating him this way. And it's completely fucking insane.
Yep.
And then he goes back to his house in town, and he posts this video that I react to onto his personal Facebook page. In his personal Facebook page, he starts screaming that Indian immigrants are going to take over Canada and then genocide all the white people.
Yep.
And that's why he's being treated so poorly, is because whites are afraid of him.
Yep.
And so I'm like, this is fucking stupid, dude. And it's happening in my hometown.
Yeah.
So I decided to like do a reaction to it. And after I put this video out on the main channel, I got like 100,000 views or something. He like deleted his Facebook.
Amazing. God.
Betrayal. Troll your haters and name your channel Crondor. Thanks, Chronosol. See, anyway, he like this is the video that came out today, and I saw it this morning, and I was like, I fucking remember that now, dude.
Yep.
Oh, this fucking piece of shit.
Man,
it was the talk of the town. It's a small town, so of course it was, right?
Yep.
Like you visited my hometown enough times to visit my family.
Yes.
So you know exactly how sleepy and quiet and how it is. Yep. Yeah. You know, you're like a fucking city kid over here.
Yes, a poor city kid. Poor city kid who did not explore the city. And also, I feel. I don't know. I feel like where I grew up, it was like because it was so spread out. Like you don't really get that real city feeling until you're like downtown.
Yeah, well, you went to school downtown, so you bust in, but like where you used to live was like on the outskirts of. Yeah. You know what you mean? Technically, Naomi is the one backstabbing. Oh, Naomi's a backstabber.
Why am I backstabbing? What am I doing?
Dude, I don't know, dude.
Is it because I said I hate some of Sargon's views because it's true?
I don't know, dude. But anyway, yes. I'll post this here. If you want to see Lost dev content, make sure that you sub to this channel and check it out. There's a bunch of these are all videos that I've since deleted from the main channel because YouTube was like, listen, this is too spicy. You had to fucking do something about this.
Stop being so spicy all the time, then.
Like how Mercedes Carrera was like.
Has a dick now?
No. I mean, oh my God, you remember that, right?
I do, yeah. Oh, that refuses to leave my brain. Every time I hear the word Mercedes, I'm like, dick.
Yeah. Mercedes Carrera, 1, ended up going to jail for doing meth and like raping her own daughter.
Yep.
And 2, she took so many steroids that her clit
engorged so much it was like a micropene.
Her clit elongated and turned into a tiny penis.
Yep.
I'm just like, what the fuck,
Yeah, I remember you showing me a picture and I was like, wild.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, like, like this one here, Black America's crab in the pot mentality. Like that, I think just the title got that one slapped because basically, basically Esquire hired this white guy to be a model, and then like Black Lives Matter people on Twitter were saying Esquire wants black people to die because they didn't hire a black person. And I was like, this is so fucking dumb.
So dumb. Like an actual
penis. That's enough dev for today. No.
No. Okay, so it didn't turn into like an actual penis. It just elongated so much that like if you just glanced at it, you'd have been like, "That's a trans woman" because it looks like a dick. Yeah. But it was just like a very large clit. Because I'm pretty. Someone might correct me, but I'm very certain that like when you're like a baby, like in the womb, that like penises come from the clit.
Yes.
So if a clit is engorged like so fucking much that it, like it's sticking out, it's just gonna look like a itty bitty penis.
Yes. So like
because that's where the penis comes from.
Yeah. Clits are just very tiny penises, it turns out.
Yeah.
And if you give a woman a whole bunch of male hormones, their clit will grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now also,
it'll never actually turn into a penis.
No, it can't get erect or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. But
so here, listen, if you are, China, I saw that, one night in China, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, guys, if you are, here, listen, if you're, and by the way, there's actually like a lot of overlap between male and female genitals, it turns out, that is decided in the womb. So like, listen, if you're a male right now, and you're home alone, and there's no one else around, okay, and if you're comfortable doing this, reach into your pants.
You should already be naked, by the way.
Reach into your pants right now, okay, and touch that like mound of skin between your balls and your butthole, okay? And you'll notice, this is on every single male, there's like a line, there's like a bumpy line that goes there. That is where the vagina used to be. It seals up. Once a fetus is masculinizing, that part seals up and stops being a vagina.
Are you sure? Is it? Could that
no,
not?
No, it's real. Yes.
Could that just not be there for the vagina to grow?
No.
Like instead, no. There is a vagina that seals up. I'm not sure if that part's true, hon.
No, it's true. Yes.
You will have to show me proof because I no. Listen. Listen. I understand. I just like it. I don't know how true that sounds.
Yeah. The scrotum has a seam where the labia fused. Yes. So that was always I thought it was a stitch line. See, yeah, everyone thinks like, is that like a scar? No. That is where that seals up. It's called the perineal raft, Dev. Okay, I don't know what it's called. Yeah. But basically, so medical misinformation. No, it's not. So here's the thing, right? All fetuses, like we're talking very early on. We're talking like zygote level. They all like have a female presentation. However, as they hit a certain point, they begin to either continue to be female or differentiate into male based on their DNA, right? That's what ends up happening. So up until a certain point, all fetuses have like a protovagina and a protoclitoris. And then if that person is meant to be male, the clitoris will enlarge. The two orbs that will eventually become, that are currently their ovaries and eventually become their testicles, drop down into position, and then the vagina seals up. I'm 100% man. I was completely male the entire time. No. This is all completely true, Benjamin. This is all true. Yeah. It's why men have nipples too. Yes. Yeah. The labia fuses together and the ovaries descend as testicles. Yes, it's all true.
Well, no, like
this sounds like communism. Fuck you.
I knew that generally, like the base was more biologically like female, like as a fetus, right? Yeah. But I didn't think that the genitals developed that much as they had to close. Okay.
Yep. I was not experiencing a sex ed step. Wait, male babies never had ovaries or vagina. No, but male zygotes did.
Well, yeah, because like ovaries are just balls, like that. But balls have sperm instead of eggs. Like that's yeah.
And in fact, one of the more common intersex conditions is when a person has
a vagina,
a vagina, a uterus, but has testicles where their ovaries should be.
Yep.
Inside their body.
Yep.
That's actually that is pretty common.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I might be wrong, but that's one of the most like common ways to be intersex.
Yeah.
Well, be born intersex.
The fan channel is called Lost Dev Vids. I'll post the link in the chat once again.
Only in the YouTube chat, because Twitch isn't special.
There it is.
I say as you should go over to the next tab and post it on Twitch too, you shit.
I still haven't relogged in on Twitch. I still got to get that fixed. Listen, I just got the new phone number, so...
Wow.
Sorry. Wow. Yeah, I'll post it on Kick, though. Here, if you're watching on Twitch, go over to Kick and grab it on Kick then. Get it on Kick. There it is.
Thank you, Video Synth. God, you shit.
Have some more water, please. Let's just keep it. I'm really thirsty.
We'll just keep it there then.
Okay. Trucker video when? I mentioned that earlier in the stream. Relatively soon. Waiting on artwork. Zab11. Remember that one article you read that showed most people have no idea how their body works, especially women? I vaguely recall this, yeah.
Well, many women don't even realize that, like, their pee doesn't come out of their, like, vagina hole. Like, there's a separate hole for that.
It wasn't a bong. It was a water bottle, dude. It was a water bottle. Read Botrix. Is there a Botrix super chat? Did I miss? I don't see any. Oh, Noomer. There you go, Noomer. Thank you. I said it once and I'll say it again. I don't want to hear about slop from a guy whose neighbors conjured haggis into existence. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Oh, fuck. I'm sore. On the trucker. Moobs! Dude, I haven't seen you in fucking ages, man. Where have you been?
I like how there's not a lot of, like, information on the perennial ref, but women have it too, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. Because we were supposed to... I was stretching. Because we were supposed to, like, do a certain thing with Zontar in real life, and now it's pushed back because of Dom. Mm-hmm. I had to, like, message him and be like, listen, I gave Zontar more details than everyone else, aside from, like, mods and, you know, Arch and co. I gave Zontar more details about what's going on with Dom than most other people, just because he was supposed to do a show with us.
I'm sorry. I'm on Wikipedia just looking at the penile raf like information, and
what the fuck are you doing?
Well, no, I just got surprised.
It's a penis.
Yeah, that's just a penis on Wikipedia. It's not even. I'm so used to things just being blurred out.
Okay, did you know that there was actually a huge fight over various medical articles on Wikipedia because everyone wanted their dick to be on the articles? It's like, no, put mine. Mine's a better picture.
That's actually really funny.
$5 from Donald. Does that mean that men are the ultimate evolution of women? Yeah, I guess. Based.
Seen enough on BG3? No, I haven't.
But anyway, listen, yeah. There's like a handful of people who are like viewers who could also possibly be part of the channel in real life in the near future, but I've had to push all of those plans off because of what's happened with Dom. And I'm not blaming anyone. Like this I'm not blaming anybody. It's just how it is. Life works out this way sometimes. I'm not being like, oh, I can't fucking believe. No. It's just how this shit happens. Like shit happens, right? Just how it is.
Yep.
So I had to explain it to like Colink was on there. Colink was on that list. Zontar was on that list. Possibly Ashers if he wanted to. Possibly Moobs if he wanted to. Basically, like doing some IRL things. However, all of those plans have been sidelined because of what happened to Dom. Because Dave wants to basically stay close to her while she's recovering.
Which is, natural.
Which is completely understandable. Obviously, yes. I don't blame him at all. And like, at some point in the future, either she will... It's Dave Nexus' fault. Either she'll fully recover, or more likely we'll have a conversation about, okay, like, what are you going to do, right? Because like, if intends to spend the rest of his life with Dom, even though she doesn't recover, he can do that. But like we have to move on eventually, right? Which is like it's one of those hard situations where no one's at fault, but we just have diverging interests at some point. What happened to Dom? I made a post about it back in like a few weeks back. Dave talked about it.
Yeah, if you'd go to YouTube and then like go to Dev's channel and go to community, I think it's like the second post, like the second top post.
Yeah.
Under me googling it for DG3.
TLDR is that early in January she had a stroke.
Yep.
And
it's been a rough recovery.
It has been very bad, in fact. It's been very bad. And Dave did point out in the initial post that like chances are she's just not going to recover.
Yeah, but we have no actual like we don't know if she is or if she's not, which is the issue.
Yeah. So. And like things are slightly better than they were back at the start of January because she's awake. Because she was in a coma for a few weeks. But yeah, it's still pretty rough. Things are still not looking good.
No, Zach, I think I know what condition you're talking about. I don't think that just happens more with male children, to my knowledge. I think that's just a thing that can happen with like all children, where like the mom's autoimmune tries to kill the baby because like they have
different DNA,
different DNA. And I think, oh god, it was in a biology lecture. I think it has to do with different blood types. Like you get your blood types from your parents, but like if it's too different from the mom's autoimmune system tries to attack the baby.
Yep.
This is a long ass time ago that I was listening to this, so I have to go look up all the details again.
Dave stays by his woman in her time of need. Dev laughs at Naomi sobbing on the ground.
Yep.
Wait, okay. Mega Man EXE, are you the same Mega Man guy that I replied to on Twitter yesterday? And if it was you were cheering on Trump doing the Napoleon shit? Because I was like, dude, no, this isn't good. And in fact, that will be the first thing we talk about once we get to the articles, which we should probably get started on. Yeah, strokes are truly horrible.
We've gone 2 hours before, I think almost 3 hours one time. We'll make it a new record. Just chat for 4 hours and not even do the articles today.
Zab11, $5. Oh, see you later, single player Carl. Thanks for hanging around, man. Thank you.
Bye, Carl.
I really enjoy your Canadian content. It's hard to find someone that covers Canadian issues in politics that isn't a dad ranting in a drive-thru. To be honest, JJ McCullough does a really good job of that. Wait, I like how he's like, talk to you later, Dev. Bye, Naomi!
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to get in your pants, man. What the fuck?
I'm okay with this.
Fuck you! Fuck. See you later, Sketch. Thanks for being around, man. You never catch me being on that Dumpster Fire platform? No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. There's a few Mega Mans hanging around, you know? Okay, so let's talk about some things that I have to talk about, okay?
You mean articles?
Yes.
There's not a lot of articles today.
That's okay. We're running low on them.
Listen, you're never actually running too low on articles. Just your ability to find them.
So this is kind of a big fucking problem in my opinion, and everyone thinks I'm overreacting, but I'm not overreacting. All right, Trump, if it saves the country, it's not illegal. Okay, so Nixon's back.
Does that mean that war crimes aren't illegal?
If it saves the country, so.
That's a good.
Echoing France's Napoleon Bonaparte, U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday took to social media to signal continued resistance to limits on executive authority in the face of multiple legal challenges.
I need to interrupt. Is it Bonaparte or is it Bonaparte?
I don't know.
That's not helpful. Do you have to pronounce the E or not? Because French has weird rules like that. Anyway,
Dr. Dragon, we had those. We've worked through them. So he says, he who saves his country does not violate any law. Okay? So this is a quote from Napoleon. Mm-hmm. Right? And then he said it on Truth Social, and then the White House official Twitter account posted an image of it to the White House official Twitter. Okay.
Bonaparte is the English pronunciation.
Bonaparte.
Okay.
So he says, he who saves his country does not violate any law. And that was during Napoleon's coronation speech. Mm-hmm. That was a quote from him. And it's one of his most famous quotes. And basically, what he's basically saying is that here's the issue, okay? Trump and others in his administration has said that America has a lot of domestic enemies, the enemy from within. And to be fair, there are certainly some of them, right? You have like communist subversives who are hanging around. You have like Antifa hanging around, right? Like they're, fair enough. However, when he says, he who saves his country does not violate any law, what he's basically saying is, I can do whatever I want to America's enemies, and I should never be held responsible for any excesses in my conduct because they're enemies. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, I understand that if you're engaged in a total war situation against like an apocalyptic enemy, mm-hmm. like for example, the Nazis or something.
Well,
right?
Yeah, because didn't World War II excuse a lot of war crimes?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Dev, you consider Trump could be trolling? I mean, it's possible, Dylan. I understand that point of view. However, it's less and less likely as time goes on because Trump keeps actually doing things that are in line with this.
My favorite part is that, like, a lot of people are always like, are you sure this person isn't just, like, trolling? And it's like, yeah, but when you make the same joke too many times...
Well, no, it's not just that. It's when they start doing things in line with the serious intent, not just joking, mm-hmm. right? Like here, I've made a shit ton of racist jokes. Mm-hmm.
Because you're actually racist.
I've never actually treated a person of a different race differently. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. Mm-hmm. Trump actually does the things that are behind these supposed jokes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here, like, let's say you have a whole bunch of domestic enemies, right? Like Antifa and etc. And you say, we need to destroy these subversive elements to save America. Okay. Well, what you're doing is you are laying out a path in which you can simply do whatever you want to American citizens and be legally scot-free. Now, that is like one step away from simply saying that saving the country means destroying America's enemies, and America's enemies are simply people who oppose Trump, right? So not just Antifa, but let's say mainstream Democrats. Okay, like imagine Trump says the Democratic Party is the enemy of America, and he who saves his country does not violate any law. That is laying out a path to basically, attacking and annihilating your political opponents and getting off scot-free because it's not illegal anymore, right? Now, even if now Trump saying this does not make it true, he does not have that legal power, but this is a signal that he's moving in that direction. Mm-hmm. All right. So to me, like this quote, we have moved very firmly into Trump wants to be a dictator territory.
He just wants to do what Putin did.
Maybe so. But during his first term, he was not like this at all. He was just sort of hanging out. He actually didn't really do all that much at all during his first term. Mm-hmm. And in fact, he did not say things like this during his first term, mm-hmm. right? People like the leftoids in 2016 who were like screaming in the streets and freaking out, they were overblowing it, mm-hmm. right? But now in 2025, it's not overblowing it. Mm-hmm. This is actually really fucking bad mm-hmm. for a president to be saying things like this. Mm-hmm. It's really bad. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. So one person who recently left the community is Blonde, believe it or not. Blonde's gone.
Like left?
Yeah.
I thought he was just having surgery.
Well, he has some IRL things, but he decided to fully leave because Blonde thinks that I'm going insane with Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, hold on. Well, I was just like, why? Why do you think I'm going insane with Trump derangement syndrome, Blonde? And he says, because you think Trump is a dictator or is going to become a dictator. Because here's the thing, like if Trump's actually a dictator, at that point it becomes moral to use force to get rid of him, mm-hmm. right? It's not like, yeah, impeach him, sure. But if all legal mechanisms failed, then you actually do need to start like using force against him.
Yep.
That is basically when it becomes moral to start doing things that I can't say on YouTube or else I'll get banned, right? and I don't say that lightly because I don't like the idea of political violence. But if you're facing with someone who actually is a dictator, you got to do it. It's just mm-hmm. like that's just how it fucking is. Yep. But yeah, like Blonde left because he's like, Dad, we're going insane, and then 2 days later, Trump posts this, mm-hmm. and I was like, Blonde, we didn't even need to wait 2 fucking days before I was proven correct. Like, Blonde, you fucking dumb idiot. Using the Second Amendment as it was meant to be used. Pretty much, right? Like, The point of the Second Amendment is so that American patriots can shoot their fucking leaders if necessary. That's why it exists.
SFO on Kick. What's next? V-Kick? Amazing.
To the point that he thinks you're lying or downplaying the previous administration's batshit stuff. Yeah, I'm not, though. Blonde, you know what? I told Blonde, listen, you can come back whenever you want, but right now you're being kind of crazy. You can come back and be crazy, but like basically I told Blonde, like, I'm not kicking you out. I'm leaving the door open. If you have to walk away, then you walk away. But everything that I'm saying is correct, and I'm not walking back on it. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Trump is a dictator? I think Trump wants to be. I think Trump wants to be, and I think Trump is moving in that direction, but he's not there yet.
Well, I mean, can you imagine, like, that's probably, like, an insane power fantasy to be, like, the dictator of America.
Yeah.
Like, I can picture anyone who's power hungry to be like, ooh, that's very tempting, you know?
Anna, Dev, please clarify we aren't at that point right now so they don't take you out of context and say you support political violence. We're not at that point right now, but we are rapidly approaching it. We're getting there. If we get there sometime between now and the next election, I wouldn't be surprised, frankly.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Yeah, I do support political violence in that extreme scenario. It is an extreme scenario. I do support it then, though. Yes. But it's like, there are people who are like, no political violence ever. Even as we're getting mowed down by machine guns. It's like, no, at some point you got to do something, right?
Yeah.
Also, hey, Christina, what's up?
Also,
wait, fear of Trump is leftist confession through projection. No. So here's the thing. I'll wait till he actually does something before I start thinking like that, but it's just my take, and you're free to think and do as you please. Here's the thing, right? Like assume that this is all just words. Okay, fine. Then nothing happens, and then it's all right. However, if he actually starts to do the things that are behind this caption, at that point, like, it will be too late because people will start dying, right? Like, I don't know how much more to say it. Yeah.
I support political violence. Clipped, maybe.
Yeah. Sometimes being a centrist means having a radical opinion when a radical event happens. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Wait, not downplaying. You literally ignored Biden's pardons because Trump did it. Well, first of all, both of them are bad, obviously. Trump's pardons were ridiculous and Biden's pardons were ridiculous too. Yeah. But I mean, we are living in ridiculous time.
Yeah.
It's
didn't Biden pardon his son, who was
yes.
Definitely going to go to jail?
Not definitely.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the trial was still ongoing. But Biden pardoned his son. Yeah. And Biden pardoned everyone who was involved with the January 6th committee, and everyone's screaming, "Oh my God, I can't believe you fucking did that!" Meanwhile, like, Trump pardoned a whole bunch of people that were
neither one of
corrupt.
them should have done that. That's fucking stupid.
Can't wait till this is in an Ace 19. Hey, Ace.
You know what I would love? If we could, like, go back to, like, when all the corruption was, like, a more secret. I want to go back to the days where, like, I could be like, well, maybe that politician is good, instead of just being like, all of them are corrupt and terrible, and society is dying.
Dev told us to raise the farms and pillage the villages of its Putin. Yes. Not gonna lie, you do sound a bit crazy. I mean, maybe. Yeah, in a second. Maybe I do to you, right? But, like, here's the thing. 5 or 10 years ago, when, like, crazy, like, the actual crazy leftoids were screaming, we all thought they were crazy. And then things moved in a worse direction. And then the next wave of people said, hey, things are getting bad. Then everyone thought they were crazy. And then things moved in a worse direction. And then the next wave of people said, things are getting really bad. Basically, things are marching towards a worse and worse and worse outcome. And more and more people are saying, this is really fucking bad. And the people who have not yet been convinced are saying, you sound crazy. But things still keep moving in that direction.
Yeah, it's hard to notice a pattern of something. Like, when you see it really early on, it doesn't matter, like, what it is, like, concerning Trump, concerning anything. You notice a pattern really early on, and you're just like, that could be bad, but it's probably not. And then, like, it keeps following the pattern towards the bad thing, and you keep being like, oh no, that's not good. That's really bad. But so many people don't see the pattern until it's too late, and the pattern has completed. And it's not a pattern anymore, it's just the result of the pattern. It's a yeah.
Yeah.
Cause listen, like, you all call Dev crazy. I was fucking calling this shit when Trump first fucking became president. I didn't think he was gonna do it then, but I was just like, listen, if he wins again, this shit's gonna happen. Like, this is all, like, he is too much of a businessman to not try and make too much of a power grab. I fucking called this as soon as he got elected. But, Dev's the crazy one. You're the crazy one for, like, looking at his actions and being like, oh, this is bad. Anyway, you missed one.
I missed a few. Hold on. Dev, I disagree. I don't think he wants to be a dictator. Does he feel he needs to be? No, there's a conversation. I mean, if he feels like he needs to be, then it's the same conversation ultimately, because he shouldn't be, and he should be stopped if he is.
My opinion on that, not that any of you care, is that if you feel like you need to be a dictator in a democracy, you shouldn't be in politics.
Wait, hold on. Power grab. Trump has literally been reducing government power. Oh God, this is so stupid.
Has he? Okay, well, no. Has he been reducing his government power,
no,
or just the government, like, or just the power of the general government? Because those are two very different things.
Listen, like, so everyone's like, yes, Trump is dismantling USAID. This is amazing. Okay, listen, that's actually a power move to give the executive more power. All right, because USAID is a part of the executive branch, but the budgets are passed by Congress. All right. And the Constitution says Congress controls the purse strings. USAID, the job of USAID is to simply dole out money the way that Congress has laid out in legislation, right? So Trump is using executive authority to go after USAID, which is taking away Congress's power to control the purse strings, which is in the Constitution. So even though everyone's like, yes, Trump's dismantling USAID, he's reducing the size of the government. No, he's centralizing government into his own position. That's what's happening.
Also, yeah, I think I've heard the main thing is just like, yeah, we're gonna like reduce stuff. I also just heard recently that Elon Musk makes $8 million a fucking day in the Trump government. That's not acceptable. Like,
hold on. Trump can do nothing good. Trump has done good things. I'm talking about the bad things right now. All right. Just because I'm not going to sit here and fucking wax his fucking knob like you do does not mean that I don't think he hasn't done good things. All right. Christ. Like that's a whole other fucking topic, dude. Like, okay, stupidity. You were gonna say?
Anyway, no. I just like, if the actual reason is to like not like have more money to spread around, like have less government, have more money to give back to the Americans, Elon Musk would not be making that much money from the government. Like, he would not be paid that much from the government.
That's
wild.
So fucking.
He's already a billionaire. Like, he doesn't even need the money.
Well, like, one thing that happened while all this USAID stuff was going on is that Elon Musk got his company's got like 12 new government contracts, and it's like. Yeah. No one gives a fuck. Like, obvious corruption. No one gives a fuck about that, though. Yeah. No one gives a fuck about that. But like, it's like, oh, why did Elon Musk company get these contracts? Like, it's like clearly fucking obvious, right? And also like the stuff with the New York mayor, right? Like, Trump's entire Department of Justice fucking staff is currently resigning because Trump is forcing the DOJ to drop charges against the corrupt New York City mayor, a Democrat, by the way, because he said he would help Trump. And Trump's like, okay, I'll get the charges dropped against you. Yep. And like, nobody in the DOJ wants to do it. Yep. And so like, there's like mass resignations happening right now. Yep. Like, dude, there's so much obvious fucking corruption happening right now that the Trump people are just ignoring. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
I never said that SpaceX was a bad company. I'm just saying that, also you spelt my name wrong. I'm saying that, like, if the main thing that I have heard from the Trump government, that the reason that they are firing so many federal employees is to give more money to the American people. There's less government, there's too much bloat. That's fine. People who are working for the government then should not be making $8 million a day from the government.
Yeah.
The end.
Like I don't want to hear about how Nancy Pelosi made like $200,000 on a fucking Nvidia stock trade that might have been an insider trade. When you have Elon Musk making billions, like, fuck off with this shit. It's so fucking disingenuous. Yep. Okay, let's see here. What the super chat's give me a second.
You missed a whole bunch.
Let's talk about it. Okay. So if there actually is some sort of dictatorship or civil war or whatever, Canada will instantly be overwhelmed by American refugees and collapse. Yeah, we're fucked too. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's also an issue because like we're like a lot of Americans are gonna fund like try and come here, and it's just like, we don't have room because our government was stupid and let in too many Indians. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Anna, for $5, people keep getting more partisan. It's a cycle of the two sides making each other worse and worse. Yep, that's what's happening. Yep. Oversized Trash Panda, $5. Remember at the end of the boy who cried wolf when the wolf showed up? Yeah, there's definitely like left complains too much too quickly aspect to this. But then the alternative is that the right is silent when their side's clearly doing something bad. Maybe because they actually want it to be done, or maybe because they're cowards. Like, who knows, right? Belskinner, thanks for becoming a member. The reason the center is split is because the bad patterns are forming on both the American left and the right. The center can't decide which way to go. Right now, I would not have said this, say, 2 years ago. Right now, the right wing is just blanket worse right now. Yeah. It was not during the COVID lockdowns because there was some extreme excesses from the left-wing governments of the world who wanted these crazy lockdown restrictions. That was fucking crazy. Yep. But right now, in 2025, the right wing is worse. Simple as that. Terrace for $5. I've been seeing several people on the far right say they are glad Trump lost in 2020 because he would not have been nearly as radical as he is now. Yeah, I've seen that too, and it's true. It's very true. That I think Trump, 2020 to 2024 seems to have radicalized Trump for sure. Yeah. Do you think Trump wants to annex Canada for real? I mean, probably, to be honest.
I don't know.
I don't think he's joking about that. I think it's one of those things where, like, well, here's the thing. Trump seems to like make jokes that are actually his true intention, but he kind of hides them as jokes so he doesn't have to back them up. It's kind of like how the guy hits on a girl and is like, ha ha ha, unless. He's like that. That's Trump. Yeah.
I don't know if he would want to do it soon, nor do I know if it would be in like a recent plan. Like, you could say right now, no, but in like 3-4 years time, maybe.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows, dude? Orange Man is indeed pretty bad, not gonna lie. Yep. Thanks, Aaron.
That's specifically only because he's orange.
I was 4 months premature, so I didn't develop fully in the womb. My testicles never descended, so I needed to have an operation done when I was like 8. Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, there we go.
Fun.
Bill Skinner, $10. Thanks very much. Regarding USAID, I've been saying since if you want a law or policy, you have to do it by procedure. If it can't be made by executive order, it can be unmade by them. But no one wants to take the time or effort. Yeah, I agree with you. I know. Trump is trying so much. He's trying to do so much with executive orders because he knows he doesn't have congressional support to actually pass any real thing. Mm-hmm. Like, if Trump really had as much support as everyone thinks that he has, he could ask Congress to pass a bill that just nullifies all of the U.S. aid shit from the source without seizing more power for the executive branch that the Constitution doesn't let him have. Mm-hmm. And then Congress, being overwhelmingly pro-Trump, would be like, yes, sir, they passed the bill, and then the U.S. aid is gutted. But he has to basically do this shit, and now he's getting tons of lawsuits filed against his administration because he's doing stuff that's illegal. Yeah. Hey, Baldo, what's up? What's going on?
We missed you.
Dev, I'm on your side here. I was vaguely open to Trump post-election, but I'm absolutely mortified how badly things are going now. It's radicalizing. Completely agree, Naxalis. It's pretty fucking bad, dude. It's pretty fucking bad.
Can this just be another case of Naomi's always right? So remember when you didn't believe me back in 2016?
I support auditing the federal government by auditors, not by Elon Musk Zoomers. What is Trump doing that's illegal? I talked about earlier. He is violating Congress's constitutional authority to set budgets by going after USAID.
Yeah, Schnitzel, Soder, you know what's going on. Articles are secondary. We always get distracted.
Well, this is an article, right?
I mean, to be fair, this is the first article.
Yeah. And people are talking about, people are basically talking about a whole bunch of, like, they mentioned the whole dictator stuff. Trump quoting Napoleon, sounding like he's going to basically just be okay with his political opponents, like, being attacked, and then the law doesn't hold them accountable. That's not what he's saying directly, but it is moving in that direction. So this is actually pretty dangerous. And Antelope, $5. Both sides downplay, ignore, or even cover for the extreme of their side, or for their aisle doing bad. Nobody takes blame, but they just make each other feel righteous and doomer.
Yeah. Yep. I also miss that, like, where people, like, not everyone was always center, but I feel like back in the day, more people were, like, politically close to the center. Like, they were still, like, not like you, where you're like, I'm center, but slightly left. Or like me, where I'm, like, left, but closer to the center. It was more just, like, I'm on the left, but I have, like, I'm firmly on the left, but, like, center was wider.
Yep.
I think I'm trying to say. But now... and like those people, because the center was wider, were just like, you're fucking crazy to all the radicals on both sides.
Yep.
But now it feels like the center is like a tiny sliver, and just everyone's fucking radicalized about everything all the time. And it's just like, can we just have logical fucking thoughts on everything, please?
No, they cannot. They cannot. So here's the thing, Deb, is it okay that USAID was spent on nonsense? No, it's not. It's not okay. There's a lot of stuff that I've seen come out of the USAID whole debacle where it's like, this is clearly wasted money. I agree, but the proper course to stop it is through Congress, not through Trump blatantly violating the Constitution. That's the proper course, all right? You vote in new Congress people who will pass different budgets. It's not to do this.
Yeah, who would you have picked?
Oh, by the way, so here's the thing. I looked into the whole, like, American taxpayers are spending money on the British BBC, or they're spending money on Politico. I can't believe it's like, no. I looked into that. You know what it was? What? It was people in the United States government who like their job was related to like news or information gathering, and so the government paid for like their Politico like premium subscription.
Oh, okay.
As part of their job.
Yeah. And
there's a bunch of like subscriptions that the government was paying for. And they're like, I can't believe the government just giving money to these news outlets. Clearly they're buying the news outlets off and making them publish. They're becoming American propaganda outlets. And I'm like, you're so fucking stupid. This is retarded. This is actually fucking dumb.
That's a big, yep.
Yeah.
Oof.
You said yourself, if going through the proper channels of the law fails, then... Yeah, but here's the thing. Electing new people to Congress hasn't failed. Because elections, the congressional elections aren't like faked elections. Like, you can still go vote in someone new, and then that new person will actually take power. It's not like the mechanism of electing people to Congress has not failed. The issue is that what you want is just not fucking popular.
Dev, avoid audience capture. Also, Dev keeps agreeing with his whole chat saying Trump is bad.
What do you mean? What do you mean the whole chat saying Trump is bad? I see so many Trump dick suckers in the chat right now. What do you mean whole chat?
It was a joke. That's the joke. There's multiple layers to the joke. First
time reading corruption, Deb. The premium subscription is the scam. Okay. Provide proof of that. You can't just make that claim. Provide proof of that.
Well, yeah, if you're like buying out, trying to buy out like a whole and like control. My thoughts are all scattered. If you're trying to like control the news, like a not your nation's news media, like the BBC, you would probably be spending a lot more than just a premium subscription, right? Like, even if it was many premium subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, they shouldn't have to even bother to pay for a premium subscription. They should just, like, pirate the fucking news from other countries and only pay for their own. But, you know.
Arch said on the Archcast that political subscriptions were turbo tier. Okay, what's wrong with that?
Which costs in excess of $100,000.
What is the turbo tier?
To Google.
Turbo tier. Politico.
There weren't many great matches for your search.
Oh, yeah, I don't see any. Well, Arch, need to back that up. Arch, need to back that up. Benjamin, $5. Congress is to blame for delegating this authority to the executive. Trump is using the powers Congress gave him. None of this is remotely illegal. Incorrect, because I've read the relevant laws and statutes that come from the 1961 Kennedy, whatever the fuck bullshit it was. Listen, Congress told the executive to make an organization that will hand out money as Congress directs. They did not give the executive the power to stop these funds, not long term. The executive can pause funds for, I think, 45 days if there's something blatantly illegal going on, but that's like a temporary pause. It cannot happen in perpetuity. So we'll see what happens after 45 days. Yeah. Doing it the right way doesn't work. Trump doing it the wrong way seems to be the only way towards removing the rot. Yeah, here, oh God, Sigarther. No. One, a lot of the things being removed aren't actually rot. Two, doing it the right way doesn't work. No. It does work. It's that people don't agree with you that it's correct to do. Because it is electorally unpopular. That is why you cannot elect people to Congress to do it. It does work. People just don't want to do it because people don't agree with you. The left used to care about people, and now they only care about benefits and lazing around the couch. That's definitely true for sure, yeah. The American center has been burned so many times by reds and blues that they don't trust their promises, warnings, or threats anymore. Their own fault. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Just saying it's illegal matters little if there's no court and conviction. What do you think the lawsuits are? Like, it takes time for these things to happen, man. Lawsuits are going. Oh my God. As someone from Brazil, buying spurious subscription plans, paying for ads and such is how a modern government controls the media through their purses. Yeah, okay, but now you got to show that, like, the $8 million whatever dollars it was that the U.S. government gave to Politico is somehow the majority of Politico's income, which it definitely is not. Goodman, thanks for the 20, dude.
Ah, thank you.
The right cares about business and economy, but lacks human society and taking care of their own people. There's a lot of bullshit that gets so much it's become hard to enjoy life, sports, video games, art, etc. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
You remember when the right was like all like we only care about like not like society, but like the traditional society?
Yeah.
You remember that? Because I barely remember that. I'm too young. I don't remember.
Sigurther says, sorry, man, we've tried doing it the right way for so long. Everything keeps getting worse. God, you're not hearing what I'm saying. You're just repeating what you said before. Yeah, it's because the right way is democratically, and people don't agree with you. That's the issue, all right? If what you're talking about would actually be popular, people would vote for new congressmen and then do the things that you want to do in Congress. You've tried doing it the right way and failed because people don't agree with you, because your ideas are not popular, all right? And then when they get enforced, even though they're unpopular, by someone at the top, that is, yes, that is moving in a dictatorial direction. Yeah.
You know it's Citizen J.
And if you don't care about how many people cry about it, then okay. Then you have simply just thrown away the democratic standard, and then I don't care if the Democrats come in next time around and just completely oppress you, because this is now the game that you've set. It's like, oh shit, the Democrats are doing everything the wrong way. They're locking us all up. Oh, well, fuck you. You chose this. I don't care.
Morbius makes a good point. Saying it's electorally unpopular is dishonest. I don't think it's dishonest. You can say unfair. People want less excess government spending.
And they should vote that way. But they don't. Simple as that. Dev, you aren't right here? No, I'm correct here. I'm definitely correct here. There seems to be a disconnect between what is electorally popular and what is right. What is more important, what is right or what is popular with voters? So here's the thing. You can do the correct thing right now and then break all the rules to get there. But then you have that is basically just like being a single-minded consequentialist, because you're not following any of the rules, and the rules do actually have their purpose. Wait, like they've been doing anyway? No, they haven't. Listen, all right, okay. If everyone's like, oh my God, Biden weaponized the DOJ, I can't believe it. Even though like Trump is doing way more to weaponize the DOJ in the past 2 weeks than Biden ever fucking did, right? If you actually want to see like the Democrats weaponize the DOJ, if you actually wanted to see that, you would have had Trump in fucking shackles on January 21st, 2021. That would be a weaponized DOJ. Didn't happen though. They waited 2 years for Congress's investigation to play out before they even charged him with anything, even though there were charges to be laid easily earlier on, because they wanted to be as impartial as possible. If the country were on fire and it was legal to put it out, I would expect any decent person to ignore that law. Sure, that's not the situation though. Hold on, Boomer. Hold on. Jesus. The congressmen get to manipulate the districts in order to subvert the actual will of the people. So here's the thing. You guys aren't going to like this take either. I've been looking into gerrymandering, and
a lot
gerrymandering.
Why is it? Doesn't it start with a G?
I don't know.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I've
been looking into gerrymandering. I've been looking into gerrymandering. All right. Wait, hold on. The weaponizing the DOJ looks like 5,000 badges going after the trespassers from January 6th. Yeah, no, that's completely legitimate. Of course, every single person who rioted on January 6th should have the book thrown at them. It's illegal. Like, it's weaponization of the government of the DOJ because the federal the FBI looked into people who broke the law and then charged them and then arrested them. It's like, what the fuck? You're retarded, dude. Jesus. I don't even know why I keep fucking replying to you. Okay, listen. I gotta scroll back up because what I was talking about before.
Yeah,
gerrymandering.
Stay your comments
gerrymandering.
First, and then go back.
Well, I think something froze.
We're live, guys. It takes time to reply to things.
Gerrymandering. I've looked into that, and people keep screaming about how terrible gerrymandering is and how there's some corruption in gerrymandering, but a lot less corruption than everyone thinks. It turns out.
Isn't gerrymandering like corporations just buying out politicians?
No.
I forget what it is.
No, I don't know. No.
I forget what it is.
Gerrymandering is when you change the shape of various electoral districts.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember that. Now I remember what that is.
Everyone's like, why aren't they just even? How come it's just like lines in a map? And it's actually it actually makes a lot of sense why it's not that way. Gerrymandering is bad. No, it's not. So here, I can show you why. Maybe I should do a video on this, actually really explaining it.
You should actually do a video on this because I am instinctually it's bad.
Okay. Here, so here, right? Like this is, come on.
You should just open up the image in a new tab.
So here's like an area of gerrymandering, right? So each of these are electoral districts. And like people are like, why is this one district all like snaky and fucked like this? Like what's going on? Why is this one like this? Like this makes why is it go like this? This makes no fucking sense. People are saying, oh, clearly they're doing this for corrupt reasons. They're clearly just like trying to space out things to make it as beneficial to the people who are currently in power as possible. That's one hypothesis. And that actually does happen sometimes. Mm-hmm. All right? But here's what people's solutions to gerrymandering generally are. Okay? Hold on.
Not have it.
Hold on. Here's what they do. Just wait. Here's what they do. Zoop. Okay.
Snip, snip.
So, they're like, here's how we fix gerrymandering, guys. Rather than having all these weird, like, crazy borders, we should make it more even. We'll just, why don't you just do this? That's not right.
Use a straight, isn't there a straight line tool in this?
No. I'm going to use, here, can I make like a...
You can make a custom pen.
Well, where is it?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm going to make it again. Hold on. Okay. Custom pen, please.
Customize.
Let's make it, what's the color that's not being used?
Lime.
Perfect. Okay. So.
We apologize to anyone who's colorblind in the chat.
Just draw lines, dude. And these will be our districts. Right? Why can't these be our districts? Everyone says this. And it's actually fucking stupid. Because, yeah, it looks better on a map. However, population density in these locations is crazy. Because cities have way more population, mm-hmm. and rural areas have way less population. Mm-hmm. Right? These actual... I'll just grab it again. So, actually, I don't even need to grab it because I'm not going to draw it on again. Okay. These lines actually make each of these locations have roughly the same amount of people living in them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, okay. That's why they look so weird. Because these areas with like weird shapes are like parts of cities where tons of people live. And these massive open areas are parts where like no one lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
$20 from Corona Soul. You said people should vote what they want. Trump said he was going to be doing these things. He then won the popular vote. I don't like the way this is happening, but I don't understand what your argument is for this point.
That's actually a great question. Thank you for asking it.
It's because there's still the issue of Congress, right? Because Congress did not actually swing Trump's way, even though like more Republicans did get elected in Congress this time around. That's true, but like there's not enough pure diehard Trump supporters. There are a bunch of Republicans who still don't support Trump in Congress, which is why he can't pass these things through Congress, right?
What's a proportional vote?
A proportional vote?
Yes.
In what sense?
So if you want to get rid of gerrymandering, you can always go for a proportional vote.
That is when you just get rid of all of these lines. Mm-hmm. Everyone just votes, mm-hmm. and then based on the total number of votes, you divvy out the seats.
Is that not? Do we do that here?
No.
But why don't we? Why doesn't everyone just do that? That sounds like the most democracy.
No. The idea basically is that like, let's say that like how many districts are there? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever.
Well, there's also 2,
fine,
14, 15.
Fine, whatever.
It's like
so
16.
Like, let's say, okay, fine, 16, whatever, it doesn't matter. So like, let's say rather than having these, you erase all borders.
Yes.
Everyone votes.
Yes.
And then you have like, let's say you have 16 seats.
Yeah.
You allocate the 16 seats based on the proportion of votes. Mm-hmm. So like if 60% of people vote for the Democrats, then 60% of the 16 seats are Democrat people.
Yeah.
And then 40% for Republicans, 40%. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that makes the most sense to me. Why don't we just do that?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, but why? You know what? You should make a video on this and then include that in there. This sounds like a great idea.
The answer is because...
You can just make it a short video.
The answer is because when they first developed the system, they hadn't thought of that, and now that it's in place, they have to get enough people to change it. And it requires support, and they don't have the support, so...
Why? Corruption. That's why they don't have the support.
Sometimes, maybe. But the point is that everyone's like screaming about gerrymandering, and it's not nearly the problem everyone thinks. Not nearly the problem everyone thinks.
This seems like a fascinating conversation for a day
and the more that I've looked into gerrymandering, the more that I realize that it can be used in a corrupt manner, and it has been used in a corrupt manner many times, but it is not like it actually has like a purpose, and it actually does function somewhat correctly. Wait.
Also, thank you for the $2, Zab. For gerrymandering versus the Chad natural border. If there's a river there, you're in your own district.
$9 or $10. Borders are supposed to represent people, culture, industries, and general interests. We need to redraw state borders too. Make the federal system functional. There's a movement for this. Utah is. All right, man. Yeah, Trudeau was voted back in 2015 because he advocated for like changing the electoral system. Then he just didn't do it.
Yeah, he just didn't do it.
Thanks for hitting the goal, guys. Appreciated.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let's do another one.
Oh, why? What are you doing? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Deb, here's my poopy update. Also, the popular disputed vote is IRS what Alaska and Maine do. Yeah.
I don't think that's that goal is going to get you any donations.
Wait, what question did you ask, Oversized Trash Panda? Where is it? I don't even see it.
I definitely know there was a...
Okay. How can you be so sure that people don't want to end U.S. aid nonsense when U.S. aid wasn't known to the majority of people during the last election? So it is actually possible that, I'll get rid of this. It is actually possible that now that people know what U.S. aid is, or they're more knowledgeable about it, they might be like, okay, we want that. We want it gone. But if true, you won't know until the midterms. Because basically the people will elect a whole bunch of anti-U.S. aid candidates to Congress. That's when you'll know. I'm not paying more until you've said the nonsense I've already paid you for. What did I fucking miss, dude? Where is it?
I think he was making fun of Oversized Trash Panda.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Dev, you missed my poopy update. I saw it. You unpooped your pants. I did.
Oh, congrats.
I see all of the super chats. I just can't reply because Dev's talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, gerrymandering is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used poorly. Being outright against gerrymandering is basically the same argument that guns are bad because sometimes bad people use guns. Yes, it's the same kind of thing. Honestly, like everything can be used, pretty much everything can be used in a good or bad way. Right?
Yeah.
Everything can be used in a good or bad way. No, I'm dunking on the rightoids for doing it improperly. Like here, listen, I am not like principally pro or anti-US aid. I have actually seen a lot of waste come out of US aid as this stuff's been revealed. All right, I agree. What I am pro is tackling the problem properly. And when the rightoids are going to tackle it improperly, then I will dunk on them for that. Like the Constitution is the most important thing has been what the right-wingers have been saying since before I was fucking born. And now they're just throwing it away. They're throwing it away worse than the fucking Democrats did. That's what I'm dunking on them for. Terrace, $5. The thing that annoys me most about the USAID discourse is people saying everything they don't like is funded by USAID. Of course they are, dude. Last fucking administration, everything was Biden. Like Biden's DOJ, the Biden White House, the Biden regime. It's like, oh fuck, dude. I can't fucking believe it. It's Biden's fault that there's a rotten fucking chicken in my fridge, the back of my fridge, and clean up on. It's like, okay.
Damn, those store barbecue chickens going to waste. God, those are getting so expensive now.
Yeah, what are they now?
Like I think the price went up recently, but when I left before tax, they were like $10, and like after tax, because there's like 2 taxes on them,
that's ridiculous.
Like $12.49 or something. They're really expensive now.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Because I think when I was working, they were like $7 something.
They were $7. Yep.
Yeah, that's like way too expensive.
Yep. And like after tax, I think they were like 10.
Mm-hmm. The president can create or remove government organizations. Yeah, kind of not. To create a full department, you need Congress's approval. And also, remember, U.S. aid was created by the executive under Kennedy, but Congress told the Kennedy White House, listen, you have to create an organization like USAID. And so he did it, right? So like Trump can remove USAID, but he has to by law make another organization that does USAID's job. He can't just get rid of it, not without Congress. I don't worry about it, lives and does wells. Wait, did my Twitch channel get nuked twice?
Oh!
I don't remember that.
Maybe. I don't remember. I remember it was like the big nuke, and then I think there was, I don't remember the smaller nukes.
Yeah. Anyway. I didn't nuke it, I just changed the name of it. I just changed it.
I still miss No Talent Gaming. I think that was the most accurate channel name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, it was funny, but the internet kind of moved away from like Let's Play style channels like that a long time ago, and there's no reason to bring it back at this point. They're done.
Yeah, and listen.
No one would sub to a new channel called No Talent Gaming in 2025. No fucking way. They would in 2015, not in 2025.
But it's your side channel that doesn't do anything anyway, so it's fine. Yeah.
Oh!
And it's an accurate title name.
Oh! Dev don't watch the streams anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
So it doesn't matter. We can call it whatever we want. We could call it fucking men fuck goats and women fuck dogs, and no one would care.
Goats. Anyway. Okay, here's the funniest thing. I still get people like Dev haters who say that I just say whatever people want me to say to stay popular. And I'm like,
so dumb.
There's a lot of things you can critique me on.
Not
that isn't one of them.
Nope.
Like, I'm fighting with my actual chat right now. And in fact, every time that I fight with my chat over like right-wing things, something like 20 to 30 people leave. Like I've watched the viewers go down slowly over this past conversation, which is fine. It's their right to leave. But like, what I've noticed though, is like, the people who leave, they don't want to hear me say anti-right-wing things. They can't tolerate it. Like, they actually want the safe space. They actually want someone who's just going to, like, parrot to them what they already think. So, Like, Dev just says whatever it takes to get popular. No, I fucking don't. No. If I wanted to say things just to get me popular, I would be sucking Trump's dick so hard right now. I'd be putting up like daily videos about how Trump is base and he's owning the libs and like, dude, I know exactly what to say to make the right wing love me, and I don't say it because it's not fucking true.
All right. Anyway, we should move on to the second article.
Should we?
Yes, we should.
Oh.
We don't even need to finish this article. We're just going to move on to the second one because we already talked about it for like an hour.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, like, things are getting bad in the States. And, like, if things continue to go down the path that this is pointing at, it will get quite bad, in fact. And we will definitely be approaching impeachment territory and worse for Trump. Yeah.
You're just being boring, actually. I mean, that's just your opinion.
Oh, I'm being boring? Well, then fuck off!
No, mine was
fuck
nicer.
You.
Shut up.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's go to the next article. Why not? Woman admits that she made up a rape claim that put an innocent man in jail and reveals she targeted him over his creepy looks.
She should be in jail. If the article says that she's not in jail, I will be angry. And I already know it's not going to say it, so I'm already angry.
Terrace, $5. Is there anything worse than looking at the old senile politicians and looking at the young politicians and realizing these aren't any better?
Fuck, yeah, okay. Like, there should be an age limit on fucking politicians. Like, whatever the fucking retirement age is, you can't be a politician after that. I don't fucking care what age that is. Everyone can decide democratically. I don't care. But, like, I feel, for me personally, J.D. Vance has also proved to me, and I'm just like, young politicians just fucking suck too. This has just been like, Jesus.
I was about to leave, but then you're crying that the right-wing people are leaving. Make up your mind. I'm not crying. I'm laughing. All right? It's like, oh, how come everyone's doing it? No, I don't give a fuck. Go.
I like how someone hears you say the words, it's their right to leave, it's fine, comes back with, you're crying.
It's so stupid, dude. You'd be a commie if you chase clout. No. Like, you could
you don't like communism too much to become a secret fake commie.
Yeah, obviously. You could be a bread tuber in like 2019 and chase clout, like a fake bread tuber, like not actually believe it, and gain a huge channel. Yes, not anymore. Nowadays, the right wing is ascendant on the internet, right? Like the biggest political channel right now is, like, weirdly enough, Asmongold. He's like, he used to be a gamer, now he's doing politics, and he's drifting right wing.
Doesn't he have like pretty brain dead takes a lot?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But like, yeah, like, and dude, there's so much more money. Like, there's so much more money doing right wing shit right now. Like, look at fucking Tim Pool getting paid out the ass by Russia, right? All these companies, yeah.
J.D. Vance has retweeted the word Hitler bussy 420.
Fuck. Asmongold did the thing that Hutch did. What did Hutch do? Oh yeah, wasn't Hutch like a gamer like 10 years ago, and now he's like doing politics? Yeah, but Hutch isn't popular anymore though. No offense to him. Also, I don't like his takes, but like Hutch, he's doing politics streams with like a 1 million sub channel, and like he gets like the same number of views that I do. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Meanwhile, Asmongold's like massively blowing up.
Asmongold is not right wing. I don't know anything about Asmongold other than the fact that the internet calls him right wing.
Wait, I'm only here because I'm waiting for the Adam said show. Fuck you! You're banned.
Understandable.
Asmongold is a centrist, some left-wing takes, and the right-wing takes. Asmongold's a populist. So he has like left-wing populist takes and right-wing populist takes. But either way, it's dumb. Terrace, $5. Earlier this week, the 3-year anniversary of a tweet by the Russian embassy calling out the fake news media for saying Russia is preparing to invade.
Wait a minute. God. Wait a minute. Stop. Tim Pool paid by Russia. You mean has a company paid to upload his videos on a channel? I swear, political brainwash happens on all sides. No, wait. Wasn't like Tim Pool like not realizing he was getting paid?
Yeah, he didn't know
by Russia.
He claims he didn't know.
Yeah. Well, like allegedly.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
to be honest,
Lauren Chen knew.
Yeah.
It was a company called Tenet Media, which was funded by Russia, and Lauren Chen knew that they were getting funded by Russia, and Lauren Chen recruited a whole bunch of like right-wing creators like Tim Pool into Tenet Media to get paid. Yeah. But he claims he didn't know.
Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, can be believed if you're just, like, trusting, like, a friend or a colleague to be like, hey, this company's doing this shit for me. How about you come join me because it's cool. And they're just like, all right, cool. You know? Yeah. Now, to be fair, if he did know, then he's probably still good friends with Lauren Chen and still does stuff together. So that's how you know.
Well, Lauren Chen's, like, vanished at this point. Like, because she's actually just fucking, like... Yeah. I'm actually somewhat sour on Sitch and Adam, as Adam really hasn't encountered a single thing in Trump's administration that he wasn't willing to defend. So here's the thing, right? Like, of the things that Trump has done in his last administration, I can list off a bunch of things that I liked, right? In this administration, I can say that I agree with deporting the illegal immigrants, okay? Because they're still legal immigrants. They still got to go home. Like, I don't like the idea of deporting legal immigrants because the legal ones followed all the rules, and America should honor the agreements that they made with those people because they came in and did things correctly. But deporting the illegal immigrants, yes, deport them. Like, they crossed the borders illegally. You shouldn't get a free pass to the front of the line just because you hopped the border and got caught. No, you go home. Get the fuck out. All right? So I'm completely pro-Trump sending back the illegal immigrants and, like, you know, unleashing ICE to properly do their fucking job. But, like, other things that Trump have done, I'm just like, this is fucking terrible. This is fucking terrible, dude. Tell us how much you want to have gay sex with Trump.
Do it. Tell us. Tell us how much you want.
Woman admits she made up rape claim.
Listen. Tell us how much you want to pump his orange pussy.
The Trumpy dumpy.
Just grab him by the pussy, Dove.
Dude, someone posted a picture of, like, Trump playing tennis. He had, like, a giant ass. And it's like the Trumper dumper.
Yep.
Look at that thing. Okay. Woman admits she made up rape claims that put innocent man in jail. Okay, let's read this.
God, do we have to?
Yes.
No.
A 20-year-old Pennsylvania woman admitted she fabricated kidnapping and rape allegations that kept an innocent man locked up for over a month, saying that she targeted the stranger because he was creepy.
Fucking why? That's some fucking sociopathic behavior.
Yep. Angela Borisova Yurmova is now facing jail time herself after pleading guilty to charges that she fabricated the sexual assault outside of a local supermarket.
Good.
She claimed the 41-year-old man attacked her from behind outside a Redner supermarket on April 16th, cooking up a story that the assailant pulled her pants down and smacked her, leaving a bruise on her face. The phony victim, who had a cut lip at the time, fingered Daniel Pearson as her attacker. So here she is.
Fuck you. You guys can't see my middle fingers, but they're up and pointed at her face.
Can you...
But also, I'm not angry at this article because she is facing jail time. No, you can't. That's fucking sociopathic behavior, and she'll probably, like, cut your dick off because you looked at another woman.
Put her in a trans-inclusive prison.
God.
She later confessed to cops she got the cut on her lip from an object her grandmother suffered from dementia threw at her when she walked into their home prior to the fake attack. Okay. She told the cops she specifically targeted Pearson because she had seen him and his blue Ford F-150 pickup truck in the area before and thought he was creepy.
Also, this is going to turn this guy into, like, a fucking incel if he isn't already into a relationship.
Like, this guy...
Like, holy shit.
This guy looks like your average kind of, like, lower-class redneck, right? And this chick is like, he's creepy. He's disgusting. I'm going to finger him for a false rape charge. Oh, my God.
Her face looks very punchable.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind punching it.
Punch.
Yeah, just let me roll with that one?
Yes. People who give false rape allegations deserve to be punched in the face.
Fine. Can we rape her?
No.
Why not?
No.
Listen, if she wants to be a rape victim so badly, we can just fill her wish.
No. You rape rapists, not fucking rape allegationists.
I don't know. You want her to go to jail anyway, right? Naomi? Ow, ow. Dev is pro-rape. Dude, okay, do you recall that one clip of mine that, like, was, like, reposted in the community a lot, where it's like, Dev's advice to how you get a girlfriend. Step 1, rape.
Yes, I remember. I was not pleased.
In the words of Alex Jones, rape. Yeah.
God.
There's that one, like, video of, like, just 10 seconds of Alex Jones just screaming, rape, over and over again. What the fuck?
God.
Sends her to community service, dating incels. Based. Government mandated girlfriends. As part of the investigation, Middletown Township Police collected and reviewed available surveillance videos from multiple retailers in the area. Okay, a forensic review of Umernova's cell phone data. The review led to the discovery of multiple inconsistencies and contradictory information with Umernova's account at the attack. As a result of her false allegations, the man was charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for 31 days, where the investigation concluded that Umerova had lied and the charges against him were withdrawn.
At least, it's not good that he was in jail at all, but at least it was only for a month.
Yep.
That could have been years. I think there was that, one trial where, that dude was in prison for, 10 plus years on a false rape allegation.
Yep. She was charged and pleaded guilty Thursday to one count each of false alarm to an agency of public safety. Okay, yes.
Oh, phasing up to 17
years?
Good.
Wild, dude.
Good.
Wild.
Good.
What's next?
This article made me happy.
Valve seemingly bans all Steam games that require watching advertisements to play.
Based Valve.
Oh, dude, we lost 30 viewers. I think Adam actually did start.
Probably.
We lost 30 viewers, yeah.
Also, I'm going to the washroom. I already know all about this.
GF penal legions. I want government mandated femboys. Fair enough. Now, there's a weird situation, right? Where trans women who go to men's prisons, they just get gang raped every day.
That sounds.
But trans women who go to women's prisons just rape women every day. It's well, gotta choose something. Okay. Valve has seemingly introduced new rules that ban games that require users to watch paid ads or rely on other such ad-based revenue models from Steam. However, some sources report that these rules may have already existed and that Valve has merely created a dedicated page on Steamworks to clarify the policy. The page explains that Steam does not contain paid advertising and that advertising-based revenue models are not allowed on the platform. It further states that developers are also prohibited from using advertising as a way to provide value to players, such as giving players an in-game reward for watching or engaging with ads. Developers should not utilize paid advertising as a business model in their game. Okay. This seems pretty good. I hate ads in games. They fucking suck. And I'm grumbly about it. Government mandated femboys. Based. Listen, just forcibly feminize all the males that end up getting arrested for crimes. Turn them into girls. Yeah. Out there in the real world is a rape or be raped, guys. You have no choice.
Trans people should have their own prisons.
You think so?
Yep.
What about trans women and trans women and trans men in prison? Because they're still opposite sex.
I mean, you can just section them off in the prisons.
Yeah, I guess.
But have one building, have a giant wall in the middle, a door for
only trans. Yeah.
For a door for guards to only go through.
Yeah. Okay. Continue on. Married L.I. Is it Louisiana? Mm. Healthcare expert executive accused of preying on nearly a dozen teen girls to produce child porn.
Why? Yeah.
And there he is. Wait, is it the Jewish guy? Or is it him? This Max Temkin looking motherfucker. Or is it him?
How about you scroll to the article and there'll probably be pictures.
Okay.
There we go.
It's this guy. Okay. A married Nassau County healthcare executive allegedly preyed on nearly a dozen teen girls to produce child porn over a 4-year period, including 2 minors he ordered to call him daddy. Jesus. 2 minors he ordered to call him daddy and paid in exchange for the sickening content. Jacob Walden, 38, was arraigned Wednesday morning on a 6-count indictment charging him with sexual exploitation of 2 teens, ages 16 and 17, whom he pressured to create sexually explicit videos and photos. Feds recovered disturbing images from Walden's cell phone last April and identified at least 11 girls as young as 14 years old, whom he contacted, coerced to send inappropriate content, and paid. It's
upsetting.
Okay. Uncomfortable conversation. He paid them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's still obviously illegal and still obviously wrong,
mm-hmm.
were they into it? Because they accepted the money.
I mean, when you're as young as 14, there's a huge power dynamic there. Like, how old is he? 38?
He's 38.
Like, generally anyone over...
I'm not saying that, Upper, you fuck.
Anyone over the age of, like, 30 will definitely understand how to manipulate
Obviously,
teenagers.
yes. Obviously, yes. Of course. Of course.
I say 30 specifically because I feel like 30 is like official, like adulthood, you know?
Of
like
course,
no one thinks you're a child anymore like some people do at 25.
Like, yeah. Okay, here's what I mean, okay? Dev, did you hear about Jack the Ripper? Well, yes, but why? Okay.
Pretty sure Jack the Ripper paid the prostitutes and then murdered them.
Yes, he did. Yes. I understand. No, there's very clearly a difference between an adult who simply rapes or exploits a child and an adult who has sex with a child, who the child says, I want to do this, and also I'm taking your money for doing this. Thank you very much. But it's still illegal, and it's still bad. Well, but those are two different things, obviously.
They are two different things. I will say they are not as equally as bad. However, the 14-year-old doesn't realize how much that's going to mentally fuck them up later in life.
Of course, yes.
The 17-year-old might, but the 14-year-old definitely does not.
Yes.
Then again, some 17-year-olds, they don't fucking know either.
Yeah. The 16 and 17-year-old victims were located and interviewed during an investigation that Feds launched in 2023. As alleged, the defendant enticed minors to produce sexually explicit photographs and videos of themselves and send them to him via the internet in exchange for payment.
Like, don't forget, like, 14 is you're just entering high school. Like, you don't really know anything about adult life yet. Like, realistically, you shouldn't be having sex before high school. I know some people have, and that's just, that's a different conversation. But, like, that's when you're first kind of exploring, like, how to do these things that were, like, super taboo and stuff before, like, fucking smoking and drinking and sex and whatever.
Yes, I understand.
You know?
Yeah. Completely agree.
Definitely, like, it doesn't matter if they took the money.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I'm actually wondering, like, what happened? Like, was he just forcing these kids to do it and they just didn't want to do it? Or did these kids want to do it and yet he still shouldn't have done it and he's still wrong?
I think it's more of a, like, hey, listen, if I just take some photos of you, I'm going to pay you, like, $100 bucks. And, like, to a 14-year-old, that's so much fucking money. I remember, like, thinking that $100 was so much money, even as a teenager, and then realizing I was like, oh, yeah, that's not much.
Wait, the fuck did I just hear, Dev? Did I fucking stutter? Like...
Yes.
Okay. To everyone who completely loses all rational thought when discussing topics of pedophilia, I'm going to lay it out to you very clearly and very directly. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? There are two scenarios, okay? One scenario is where an adult rapes a child and the child doesn't want it and it's terrible. The other scenario is where an adult has sex with a child and the child does want to do it, but it's still obviously bad for the adult to do. Neither of these scenarios is me saying it's good or justifying it in any way, but I do recognize these are two different things. And if for some reason me recognizing that makes your entire fucking prefrontal cortex shut down, and you're like, I can't believe he's saying being a pedophile is okay, then you need to go and, like, eat a fucking soldering iron, okay?
Eat a soldering iron. Okay. Also, did you respond to that super chat?
Let's see.
Metalworks.
I really recommend you will not play TF2. It really shows you how neglectful Valve can be when no one's paying attention and holding them accountable. No, fair enough, Metalworks. I know that TF2 has been kind of in a rough spot for the past few years. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm just gonna jump back to this article, the previous article for just a second, even though I wasn't here. I do know, like, without even reading the article, the main reason that Valve, like, banned that type of content is because they're not making a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely the main reason, but it's still good that they did it.
A soldering iron from Canadian Tire. He's a pedophile sympathizer. I only hear what I want to hear. Okay.
It's tire spelt like a car tire, Johan.
So investigators found Walden, a father of 5, repeatedly purchased at least 500 images and 5,000 videos depicting rape, bestiality, and the abuse of toddler-age children from a large-scale production and distribution ring that advertised to adult male buyers in the U.S. and abroad.
Jesus Christ.
So, law enforcement also recovered an encrypted conversation on Walden's phone arranging the purchase of 2 child porn packages, one of which was advertised to include 4 to 19 family, solo, rape, mixed content. 20,500 files of child porn were found on his cloud storage.
It's tire. Tire like car tire. I don't know what... Wait, what?
There he is.
Wait, I'm interrupting, because this is just terrible, and I don't really want to think about it. I hope he gets murdered, though. Execution shot to the head.
Mm-hmm.
What is the other tire spelling used for?
Tyre.
Yeah.
Refers to the tires in a car. It's British.
Wait, I didn't know there was a British spelling of tire.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
American tire.
Yeah. TIRE is American tire, but also it's just general being tired, like sleepy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that actually.
Like if what? if you tire out.
Yeah. No, I know.
Tired,
I know what. Yes. I didn't know that there was two different spellings. No, use the American tire for cars. I apologize. TIRE.
Yeah, TYRE is a European thing. It's not a North American thing.
Wild.
Yep. In his conversation with the two teens, referencing the indictment, referred to as Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2, Walden reportedly insisted he be addressed as Daddy and provide directions on the sexual acts he wanted the victims to perform. Wow. He paid them electronically. Okay. Wait. The accused sicko violated his conditions within a month of his arrest after investigators discovered he made an unauthorized stop at a Verizon store and offered a woman money for sex on WhatsApp. Dude, what the fuck, dude?
Okay, wait. No, Naomi, English is your native language. Listen, I knew the word tire, TYRE, existed. I just realized that I didn't know, like, I've never seen it used for anything. Ever. But I knew it existed. I didn't think about it.
Oh, God. So this guy
Can we just stop reading this up? Very upsetting. Like, this article just keeps getting worse and worse and worse the longer we read it. Like, this dude was awful. All child molesters should just get shotgunned, shelled to the head. Boof, in the face.
His client's compulsion stemmed from his own abuse as a child.
I don't care.
Oh my
Just
God.
because you were raped as a kid does not mean you should go and rape other people. That's not an excuse.
I agree.
An excuse.
I agree. Yeah, I saw that's attack. He's in the same prison currently. Wow. What a shit show.
No, Naomi, what if you finger an innocent person, ergo the last article? Listen, I do know and understand, but, like...
The last article was Valve.
No, the one before that. Well, the one I was here for. Yeah. I am pro-death penalty and probably always will be, and I just think that the system needs to, like, make sure it has evidence properly. Okay. But I'm still, like, pro, like, like, not pedophiles, child molesters, execution shot to the head. Like, proven, like, beyond a doubt.
Yep, I understand, yep.
Execution shot to the head.
Scarlett Johansson slams AI video of celebrities fighting Kanye West anti-Semitism. Okay, wait, $5 as well. Thank you. Are you intentionally baiting Ace as a marketing decision? Really easy to clip some of this.
No.
Based.
Dev is just really clippable. Yeah. Exactly, Soder. Listen, you understand. I haven't changed.
So, I don't know if the actual video is in this, but AI has gotten to a point where there was a completely credible video of Scarlett Johansson saying things that she did not say.
Is it Johansson? I thought it was Johnson.
Johansson.
Wow. I've been reading that wrong this whole time. Okay, anyways.
So, listen. So basically, there's an AI video out there of her saying something that she didn't say, completely 100% fabricated video.
Yep.
And AI is now good enough that no one could tell.
Yep.
And she had to come out and say, this isn't me.
Yep. Which is why that's dangerous shit. That's not good.
Okay, Indirect Soda, I gotta ask you. Wait, hold on. Name in 2018. I don't like think so much goddamn.
Yeah, I responded to that.
Okay, Indirect Soda, are you watching all the old videos just to like build up a fucking case against me?
Yes.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Scarlett Johansson issued a statement speaking out against a viral AI-created video in which celebrities protest Kanye West's recent wave of anti-Semitic posts. An AI version of Scarlett Johansson begins the clip, which features her and the likes of Jack Black, Mila Kunis, Drake, Steven Spielberg, others, all wearing T-shirts with the Star of David inside a hand, making a middle finger gesture, and a word Kanye written underneath. Yep. Enough is enough. Join the fight against anti-Semitism. Johansson called out the misuse of AI in her statement and wrote, I am a Jewish woman who has no tolerance of anti-Semitism or hate speech of any kind, but I also firmly believe that the potential for hate speech multiplied by AI is a far greater threat than any one person who takes accountability for it. We must call out the misuse of AI no matter its messaging. We're just losing a hold on reality.
Yep.
Which is completely true.
Yep.
Yeah, so, yeah, is the video actually out there? Oh, someone used her likeness, used an AI advertisement. She can have it open AI. Yeah. So this is getting weird, right? Because we are at the point where AI has become so high quality so quickly.
Yeah, we're already at the point that people were just like, AI's never going to do that. Of course it was going to. Like, of course we were going to get to this point. Deepfake porn was already a thing before this. Like, we don't, like, we're fucked. Everything's fucked.
Paris, $5. Is AI getting better or actors getting worse?
Both.
Dracus for £10. Thanks, man. Wait, tires is spelling for car tires? Brit Tired here. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Play Hyperlight Drifter,
No, in
please.
Canada,
I will. I promise I will when we come back. I will.
In Canada, I have never seen TYRES used for anything ever, except, like, there was one thing I think I've seen it used for, and that's it.
Yep.
And I don't even remember what it was.
Yep.
I think it was for, like, a tool or something.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, like we are within our lifetimes, AI is going to be fucking insane. You're not going to be able to tell anything about anything, right? There's going to be completely credible videos out there, of like some political event happening and people getting outraged and then like voting on something that's completely false. It's going to be fucking bad. That was in the Orville, yes.
No. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to make a comparison, but I don't remember anything. Was it Kobe?
Kobe?
I don't remember. No, never mind.
Oh,
continue. No.
Okay.
This is a long ass time ago, and I wanted to make a comparison, but don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay. Former Senator Bob Menendez has been sentenced to 11 years in prison in a gold bar bribery case.
Okay, just try that again.
Former Senator Bob Menendez, sentenced to 11 years in prison in a gold bar bribery case.
Good job.
Prosecutors recommended 15 years, which is lower called a life and death sentence for a 71-year-old New Jersey Democrat. So, this is not that interesting because he was part of a bribery corruption scheme. He got gold bars and stacks of cash. Okay.
Jesus. Who uses gold bars as a bribe nowadays? You old fuck.
is it in here? This is all just like a bunch of he's going to jail, found guilty of extortion, blah 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 blah. He got bribes from the governments of Egypt and Qatar. Okay, he asked Trump for a pardon, and he didn't get one from Biden. Biden refused to pardon him. Okay, and he said that he is the victim of a political witch hunt.
Yeah, and then he says, because you took bribes. Good
President
Lord.
Trump was right. This process is political and it's corrupt to the core. I hope President Trump cleans up the cesspool and restores integrity of the system.
For you to continue taking bribes? How is that?
He voted to convict Trump during both of his impeachment trials.
Oh my God.
But he wants Trump to pardon him. Well, remember, I mentioned earlier. I mentioned Eric Adams or whatever, the New York City mayor who's a Democrat, who Trump is desperately trying to get lawsuits to stop him. The DOJ lawsuits to stop him, because Trump will help out Democrats if they just swear fealty to him anyway. He doesn't give a shit.
Okay, I'm skipping a couple of paragraphs. In court filings, Menendez's attorneys have pleaded with Stein to spare him jail time, noting that he resigned from the Senate in August and contending he has been punished enough. Resigning from your job that you were not supposed to take bribes from is a punishment now. What the fuck, you guys?
He's suffered extreme public shame and upheaval, and his finances and reputation are destroyed. Like for the rest of his life, he is the butt of late-night talk show jokes, and his name will live in infamy as the first politician in history to be convicted of being a foreign agent.
I don't think that sentence is true.
It is for America, yeah.
Is it?
Yep. He will live the rest of his days a social and political pariah, whether inside or outside of jail.
Well, that's why you don't take fucking foreign political bribes. Don't do the bad things if you don't want the consequences.
Yep.
Good Lord.
So, is it in here? It's not. Okay. What makes this funny, all right? It's not in here, but what makes this funny is that this guy is the guy who spearheaded the anti-cryptocurrency campaign in the United States. Mm-hmm. Because he said that criminals are using crypto for bribes and extortion. For the exact thing he got sentenced for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was like anti-Bitcoin, anti all that shit. Mm-hmm. And he's like, criminals out there, you can't track that shit. It's incredible, dude. Like, you're gonna have so many politicians taking bribes in Bitcoin. We gotta ban Bitcoin. And it's like, wow.
It's because he just didn't understand how to use it, so decided to take it down. Amazing. Wow. Just, God.
Unnatural sex with wife without consent is not an offense. This is from, I think, India. The case involves a man whose wife died in hospital after unnatural sex.
Unnatural as in anal or unnatural as in something else?
I think it means anal.
Because I don't know what I don't know what that word is.
Look it up. I don't look it up on the screen.
I don't. Where's my
rectal? We know what that is.
Yes.
Periodontite might be like piercing between the butthole and the vagina, like through that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Unnatural as in like paranormal, and natural as in like bestiality. Like there's a lot of unnatural sex that someone can have.
Thanks, Odin.
I can't fucking spell. That's just P-E.
Wait, you think with how much the Jeets like they be into anal? Oh my
Jesus.
God. Oh my God, dude. You fucker.
Okay, periodontitis is a reticent swelling inflammation of the lining of your belly or abdomen. This lining is called the periodontinum. It is often caused by an infection from a hole in the bowel or a burst appendix.
Oh, maybe she had like a...
And rectal perforation. That means they just perforated their bowel.
Yeah, okay.
Through the sex.
Unnatural sex between a man and his adult wife does not merit punishment, the High Court said. The case involves a man whose wife died in hospital after unnatural sex. The doctor said marital rape is not punishable by law in India.
Because it's fucking India.
Yeah, High Court judgment now leaves unnatural sex out of the ambit of punishment as well. Okay, so here's the thing, all right? If they were having consensual anal sex, and there was a mishap, and the woman dies from perforation, that's a tragedy. But obviously, he didn't do anything wrong. It's like a manslaughter, basically. If he rapes her ass to death, then like obviously he should be charged.
It's marital rape, so there you go. It's not punished.
Yes,
he won't get punished. It doesn't fucking matter. God, that makes me angry. Yeah, I also like how it has to specify adult wife.
Yep. Accused of unnatural sex and culpable homicide is not amounting to murder. He was convicted by a trial court, but got relief from the High Court. In his judgment, the court said that if the wife is more than 15 years old, any sexual intercourse or sexual act by the husband cannot be termed as rape under any circumstance, and as such, absence of the wife's consent for a natural act loses significance. Okay, so basically, if the wife says, I don't want to do anal, and the guy's like, fuck you, we're doing it. Yeah, it's not rape. Yeah. Even though it's unnatural. Yeah.
I hate India.
Yeah.
I don't care if that makes me sound racist. I hate India.
India's a very strange place because you can go to like their larger cities, and in certain areas they're like just completely westernized.
Yeah.
However, the minute you walk outside of the city, you're in a third world shithole. It's complete fucking backwards like nonsense.
I feel like it's going to those resorts that are like in third world countries or like in Mexico that are like if you step outside of the foot of the rest of the resort in Mexico, you're gonna get kidnapped by the cartel. Yeah. Like like those places. That's just like India. Except it's not a resort.
Yeah.
Like listen, I can defend slop food and then also hate a country.
Oh, by the way, apparently like Canada at this point has like 10% more males than females due to all the immigration. And it's like, this is pretty bad, dude.
I don't like it.
It's so fucking like, dude, Okay, like America's immigration problems are Mexicans, Canada's are Indians, and we actually have to start sending them back.
No.
Too many fucking people.
Peritonitis thing is the rash that shows up on your abdomen. It's not appendicitis. It's It's specifically a red rash that shows up on your abdomen because of your appendix bursting or because you have a perforated bowel.
Yeah.
It's the rash, not like it is the word for the rash, not the word for the cause of the rash.
Reminder that Trump is a god in an Indian village. Yeah, so is Obama too. I think like there's like a small Indian village that has like every single president is a god at some point.
Amazing.
They need the workforce. Fuck them. Okay, let's keep going. School reacts to video of official telling parents to alter their trans kid's birth certificate to play girl sports.
Wild.
Yeah. Is it going to be in here? Okay, hold on. You should be able to hear it now, guys.
Honored to support Senator Blackburn's resolution.
Where's the video?
No,
it's not here.
This is an issue.
Fuck you. A Texas school district has a knowledge of footage of one of its administrators telling an undercover journalist, posing as a parent, to change a transgender child's birth certificate to compete in girls' sports. Okay. Is this it? Is it on Twitter or something? Is it on another website? Maybe this is it. Yeah, school official appears to advise parents. Okay.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy.
That statement has a wide interpretation. Mm-hmm. Some of it good, some of it very bad.
And I will sign executive.
Yeah, I agree, Arpa. Just don't change birth certificates. I actually think that trans people should have like a specific like symbol or whatever on their health card.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't just say like it doesn't need to be the word like trans stamped, but like specifically just trans stamped, tramp stamped. Anyway, like it's for doctors.
Is this the video? Give me the fucking video.
It's not illegal if you don't get caught, right? Like,
right.
If no one knew, right, then we're good.
Oh.
It's not illegal if you don't get caught. No.
Adam Gillette with Accuracy in Media. Okay. We received a report that you were coaching parents on how they can ignore state laws prohibiting biological boys from girls' sports. Is that true? No.
No? Oh, God.
And yet, here he is. Game up, boys. Gamers did this. Dude, the fucking music. Dun, dun, dun.
Concerned about like potential transphobia and bigotry and stuff like that.
Which you hear, I mean, Texas.
Yeah.
Did you tell a parent that if they just changed the birth certificate out of state before they moved in, that they would be able, their child would be able to compete?
I've never had a conversation like that before.
Never had a conversation like that?
No. I've had a parent come and ask me what something like that would look like. I told them we have no idea. I let them know that in Irving. Am I being interviewed right now?
Yeah.
The sports is another legal thing.
Right.
Same thing with locker rooms. That's a very difficult situation.
Yeah, because my daughter loves playing soccer, and we're trying to keep her on a soccer team, but sometimes people get upset about it, and she's been subject to a lot of harassment because she's a little bit bigger.
In the public school side, I couldn't put her, if she's not a female by birth, I couldn't put her on.
You couldn't put her on the girls' team then? Okay.
That's like state law.
You also told the parent that it's not illegal if you don't get caught. Is that the message that this district likes to convey to people?
No, that's not what I said. That's something that
I see if you said it.
Could you legally change a gender on a birth certificate? I don't know enough about that subject. Is that possible?
I believe in some places you can.
So if you can get that done, and you turn us a birth certificate that says this gender, that's the gender we go with.
Okay, so if we can get it changed on
Yeah.
on any kind of record, like a state record,
Right.
Oh.
and it says female, so then my daughter would be able to play on the girls' sports team then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a lawyer.
Sure.
And you know, Texas is super conservative.
Right.
So, how do I say this legally? If it's not illegal if you don't get caught, right? Like,
right.
If no one.
You said it. You said it.
Jesus.
If a parent from if a parent found out,
right.
or students found out, and said, "Wait a second, this person isn't this gender,"
right,
and they sued the district, we'd be in trouble.
Okay.
But we can also say, We didn't know.
We didn't know.
Right.
Okay,
So
yeah.
there's a plausible deniability, I guess. It's kind of like
okay.
who knows this information and how little amount of people can know.
Okay.
So you never said it's not illegal if you don't get caught?
That's what that parent said.
That's what the
Oh,
parent
you're a
said.
liar.
If we have a
Oh,
recording
man,
showing you
dude.
saying
You're
that, would
just
we be surprised?
lying, dude.
No. Well, of course he's
Don't recall
lying.
that conversation.
You don't recall the conversation
Not
at all?
like on who said what. I remember.
Okay. So anyway,
God.
he was caught saying this. The school has reacted by.
I assume he's fired.
No, he resigned.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, he resigned. So, here's the thing. The trans sports conversation to me is pretty cut and dry. Okay? And caramel flavored death, fuck you. The trans sports conversation is pretty cut and dry. Like, if it's...
I feel like if it's like formally competitive,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be trans kids like generally in the sport unless they're taking like a shit ton of hormones that balances it out.
Well, here's the
Which
thing.
They shouldn't be.
So I did a video on this years ago, and I looked at the data, and trans people who went through a male puberty and then like in their early 20s they start taking hormones, even if they've been on hormones for 5 years, they still have a noticeable advantage
Yeah.
over women.
Well, no, like I bet you know what I bet like in extreme cases, which probably shouldn't happen because it would probably fuck up the trans person. Like if they're taking so much hormones that it like decreases it enough, then it would be fine.
No,
Right?
here's the thing. It doesn't.
It doesn't at all. Like even if you went to the extreme of like
Yeah.
you're I'm just gonna pump you full of like 100 liters of estrogen all
No,
at once.
no. So here's the thing. If they never go through a male puberty, so when male puberty starts at like 14 or whatever, or like it's like between 12, 16, whatever.
Yeah.
Like when the male puberty begins, if they go on hormones at that point and then stay on hormones the entire way through, they will have gone through a female puberty, and then there's no difference between trans women and cis women. But even if they go through some early years of male puberty, there is a noticeable difference even after like 5 years of hormones. So for competitive sports, it makes no sense unless you can actually confirm when the person started transitioning. And starting transitioning that young is a whole other
Yeah, that's a
fucking
whole
conversation.
different conversation. I don't
It's
really
a whole
feel like
other
getting
conversation.
into, yeah.
But just putting aside that, if you have like a trans woman who is like 23 or something, and you know that they started transitioning at like 12, regardless of how you feel about that, if you know that they did, they're not going to have an advantage over cis women.
Yeah.
However, if they started transitioning at like 20 and they're 23, they will have an advantage.
Okay, yeah. Well then, my statement still stands just without the unless if. There are no exceptions. Just like if it's a formal competitive sport, then you probably shouldn't if they have a noticeable advantage. But like, let's talk about like teenage sports. However you feel about the topic, doesn't matter. Like if you're like, let's say 12, good example. Like, no, actually, let's say 14, because that technically you're in the middle of puberty usually. So it's at 14. If it's like a teen competitive like sport, yay or nay?
I don't know. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to all sorts of non-professional sports or like sports that aren't on the professional tracks, like intramural, fucking around, whatever, you can be mixed gender. I don't care.
No, yeah,
Obviously,
but like,
right? You're just having fun.
In high school, that's why I want to use 14, because you're like just entering high school. In high school, like they're not like formally competitive or getting paid to do this shit. No, but like they are competitive. Like
Yeah, well,
that is
in high school, there's the possibility
that's your
of
first step into competitive, like
Yeah.
actual competitive.
yeah, because you're
sports
doing
at
really
a
well.
high
and
level.
If in high school sports you're doing really well, you can move
Yeah.
on to college sports. Like
Yeah.
there is a competitive path in high school sports. So if that competitive path exists, then no, you should have sex segregated sports very strictly. However, if you're just talking about like gym class,
No, I'm not talking about gym
yeah,
class. I'm talking about
it doesn't
competitive.
fucking matter then in my opinion.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
But if you're just talking about like, oh yeah, I'm on a soccer team for fun as a hobby, then I don't. Think
Yeah, I
it
don't care.
matters,
I don't give a
Personally,
shit. Yeah.
yeah. Isn't he describing trans hormone inflation? Yes. 100 liters of estrogen.
Yeah.
Into
So
the balls.
that's how I feel about it. That is how I feel about it basically. Is that like if it's, a school group and it's not on a competitive track and they're just fucking around, you can make it completely mixed gender. Who gives a shit? Honestly, most organizations like that, they'll just make sure that like the team has roughly the same number of men and women on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, this guy, he's getting fucking rocket launched the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
As he should, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's next? Indiana teen girl's Valentine's Day mass shooting plot
What?
has been thwarted after the FBI received a tip.
I'm glad it was flirted.
Thwarted?
My brain just keeps saying
Cops
flirted.
in Indiana say that they thwarted a Valentine's Day mass shooting that a teen girl was allegedly plotting at her high school. Trinity Shockley, 18 years old, was arrested this week within days of police uncovering a plot to shoot up her high school. Wow. She was previously the focus of a Mooresville community fundraiser after she was hit by a drunk driver on her way to school in 2022. And there she is.
Aw. Damn, she just looks angry.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She has like kind of femcel energy almost.
A little bit, yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm
Yeah.
feeling the femcel.
Yeah, she was charged with plotting a shooting. That's her and her father in an undated photo. But it's from GoFundMe, so it's at least from 2022, probably earlier.
Mhm.
A tip-off came from the FBI Tuesday evening about an alleged attack on the school, and Mooresville police raided Shockley's home and arrested her. She's being held without bail after being charged with a conspiracy to commit murder. Okay. Well, that's her after getting hit. I wonder if, like, after getting hit by that car in 2022, she just, I don't know. She just, like, fell into, like, a depression or something.
Maybe.
Or had some, like, brain damage or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Depression is a bitch.
Okay, Shockley is the daughter of a 19-year U.S. military veteran and was left with head injuries and numerous broken bones after a 2022 accident. Oof, she wasn't able to walk for days. Happened when she was just 15. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone's saying she's trans, but, like, it's not in here, man. Where's... Probably a head injury, frontal lobe damage, yeah. Impulse control issues, poor problem solving, issues in judgment. Yeah.
Yep.
A good defense attorney will work to include these in her trial. Yeah, especially if it was like this high profile of a GoFundMe thing.
Yeah.
They can make a solid defense for her.
They can make a solid defense.
Hey, have heard through reliable source. Like, you gotta show me the source, man. People are saying that she's trans,
Yeah, link it in the chat.
but also whether she's trans or not wouldn't affect this story. I don't think. Doesn't matter.
Well, listen, shooters can only be men. Don't you know that? You can't have a woman shooter. That's like sexist.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, what's next? Resumes including they, them pronouns are likely to be overlooked.
Yep.
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 So when you worked at that store, did you ever get they, them pronoun resumes? You just like throw them in the shredder? Bzzzt.
Well, I wasn't really in charge of throwing out resumes, even though I was told to a couple of times. Listen, like, unless I like took a resume and like I couldn't get fucking information out of the person, I wouldn't throw it out. I would just put it in a big pile, and the big pile would sit on the manager's desk, and then the managers wouldn't fucking bother looking at them until it was too late and we needed more people, and then we'd call people and be like, I gave this to you like 3 months ago. Why are you calling me? Is usually the response they would get. Like.
Inclusivity shouldn't just be present in the workplace. It should be practiced during the hiring process as well. But unfortunately, non-binary job seekers are facing clear biases during their job search. Mm-hmm. According to a new report from Business.com, a business resource platform, over 80% of non-binary people believe that identifying as non-binary would hurt their job search.
Yeah, it would.
Because they put they, them in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We clearly have a lot more work to do. No, listen, okay. Right now, one of the things that's happening in the U.S. is that people in various government agencies are being ordered to take their pronouns out of their email signatures.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that because they're being ordered to do it. Mm-hmm. Now, I think pronouns in your email signature, pronouns in your bio, pronouns in your resume, that is all cringe. Mm-hmm. I would definitely see pronouns on a resume and be like, I'm just going to throw this away. Mm-hmm. I'll probably do that. However, should you be forced to do it?
No.
No. You forced not to do it. No.
Forced to do it or not to do it, no.
Yes. You should not be forced to do it. You should not be forced not to do it. Mm-hmm. And now I do agree, though, that having they, them pronouns on your resume is a fucking red flag.
I think having any pronouns on your resume is just a red flag.
Yes, I completely agree.
I just don't. I don't care whether you're a dude, a chick, or a not.
So,
you know?
Just, don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
So hold on. It's a good way to read out the crazies. Yeah, listen.
Well, the problem is that
the problem's forcing it, man. The problem's forcing it.
Yeah, but like also the issue is that some non-binary people aren't actually crazy. I'm they're few and far between, I'm sure, but I feel like there are some that aren't crazy that will get a bad rap.
Maybe, yeah.
But they're also probably the ones not putting it on their bio. There's also the issue with just fucking old people, like people who are like, I'm gonna say 50 and up, who just don't understand pronouns.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times I'm like, just call them they, and just like, that's confusing. I'm like, honestly, it's really not that hard just to refer to people as they.
I did this one video of a 90-year-old woman who was misgendering a trans person because the trans person did not pass at all. Very male voice. And then she lost her job.
Oh, that's so dumb.
And it's like, you're fucking 90, dude. Like, can you chill out a bit? She's going to be dead in 6 months anyway. Just fucking like...
Just don't worry about it. Yeah. Like, listen, that's just a different conversation about fucking mask voice and femme voice.
Yeah, Granny... her name was Fran, so I called her Granny Franny.
Granny Franny.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so for me, personally, I think putting pronouns in your email signature is cringe.
Yep.
I don't agree that the American government should now be telling people to take them out, though.
Yep.
You should not have them in there, but you should not be forced to take them out. Bad faith. Oh, someone just wants to get banned. Okay.
I see the chat. I see you like being annoyed about they and them not being singular. But like, I mean, if you're talking about a person that you don't know, you use they them. Like if you don't know them at all and you just know their name and you have no idea if they're a man or a woman, most people don't bother to guess. They just use they and them because that's what that's for. Like that's personally why I don't actually have an issue with it. I do wish that there was like a better word that didn't just sound fucking cringe like them or they or whatever the fuck. Like I wish there was a word that didn't sound cringe that I could refer to a people as a no gender person, but I can't find a good word, so I'm using they or them, and that's good enough.
I do like that I made the word pronouns into as ranting about pronouns for Starfield.
Good job, Dev.
Yeah.
Well, no, you want to know my example of not knowing Alex last name. Because Alex is a very gender neutral name. And Alex can be a woman and Alex can be a man equally. If you have no idea who the person is, would you just assume that the Alex is a man or would you assume that the Alex is a woman? I would have no idea because Alex is gender neutral. So I would refer to them, oh, Alex, yeah, they went to go do this thing, blah, 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 because I have no idea who the fuck they are.
So most people that I've met who have called themselves non-binary, without exception, within a few years, they've either become trans or become cis.
Yep.
And it's my opinion that the non-binary identity is like this transitory identity where you're just testing out being trans. And it's not actually a stable identity in and of itself.
No, I know, Lambert. I know it's not the same, but I'm saying because there's no good word to describe a person who does not want to be referred to as a gender without that word specifically sounding cringe and awful, they is good enough. I will take it. I will not complain because it doesn't fucking matter because using the word like zer or zam or zay sounds awful.
I still use they even if I know their gender sometimes. Yeah, same.
Yeah, that too.
Same.
Considering I considered going non-binary for a bit, I agreed, Dev. Yeah, that's fair.
I was lucky to have a trans man tell me I wasn't trans, just a tomboy. Based.
Yep.
Also, tomboys are based.
Although I don't mind non-binary existing for those people.
There was one person. Rachel.
Can I finish my sentence?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't mind non-binary just existing as a concept so people don't just automatically jump to being trans when they're just trying to figure out if they are or not.
They can just stay in the closet.
Okay, fine, sure. So should I have just jumped to being trans when I was a teenager and be a man now?
They should stay in the closet.
Yeah.
Base.
Yeah. I'll just leave. I have a car, I can drive away.
Okay, so listen. There was one person, actually it was Rachel, who's in the chat sometimes, and she was like, yeah, so tomboys, they're not really all that real. You grow out of everyone grows out of being a tomboy.
That's not true.
You can't be a tomboy for your entire life. And I was just like, no! No! I was like freaking out.
That's not true. That is a false statement.
Like everyone grows out of being a tomboy. It's like, no! Okay, final article. A new Utah law would allow for Nazi and Confederate flags to be shown at schools, but not the pride flag.
That's stupid. What?
So, yeah, this is actually dumb.
That's so
This is actually
stupid.
just retarded. Like, it should be all or nothing, obviously. Obviously.
Yes.
Okay. Utah state lawmakers are fighting to ban the display of pride flags, but not Nazi or Confederate flags.
Mm-hmm.
So dumb. In schools and on all government property. Utah's House Education Committee introduced a bill this week that bans pride flags in all public schools and other government buildings. The bill passed the committee with only two Democrats voting against it, and it's now on its way to the House floor. The bill allows for a historic version of a flag that is temporarily displayed for educational purposes, which includes Nazi and Confederate flags.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is dumb. So I understand, okay, historic version of a flag that is temporarily displayed for educational purposes. Okay, so let's say that, like, we're doing a Nazi Memorial Day where we talk about World War II at school. Here's a Nazi flag. Okay, I completely understand. However, part of history is also the Pride movement.
Yeah, like, honestly, the original, like, just rainbow pride flag is a historical flag at this point.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, if you're going to use that logic. Not the modern one, the first rainbow one, the original one. Historical flag.
Yeah. Is pride intersectional without Southern pride based? My God. Oh, there it is. It's going. Okay, Canada has a very different relationship with the Confederate flag than America does. In the United States, the Confederate flag is like viewed pretty strongly as like a pro-slavery flag, especially now.
Yep.
However, in Canada, up until like the past decade, the Confederate flag was just like a generic anti-government flag. It was just seen as like a symbol of rebellion. It didn't have slavery connotations like explicitly attached to it in Canada, in the UK, and like other parts of the English-speaking world. Yeah.
Well, I assume that's also probably because other countries don't really care that much about the history of America.
Yeah.
Like that deeply. Yeah, OG rainbow, others, yeah, like, I hate the modern pride flag. I miss the rainbow pride flag because the whole point was that the rainbow includes everyone. That's why it's a rainbow.
Yeah, like if
all the colors.
If you saw the Confederate flag in, like, if you saw like a picture of the Confederate flag in the '90s in Canada, people would say, "Oh yeah, it's like a Civil War flag." It's like like people don't say slavery, evil, as bad as the Nazis. No, people say, "Oh, Civil War flag." You know, the South tried to break away. There were slaves involved, obviously, in the conflict, but like it's viewed as like an anti-government symbol. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a difference between displaying flags in curriculum when you're teaching on them. You don't censor history here. Okay. Yeah, pronouns in your profile. Wait, so the person writing the article contacted the person who drafted the law, and the guy who drafted the law said, "You have pronouns in your profile. I can't take you seriously. Put that in your article."
Jesus.
Giga.
Wow.
Oh fuck. Anyway, yeah. Clearly, by the way, this is a dumb law.
Yep.
If it is government property, it should be only like actual government flags. Obviously, if you're gonna display stuff for some sort of history class, obviously you should be able to display Nazi stuff, Confederate stuff, and Pride stuff because they're all part of history.
Yeah.
Like this is clearly just worded to be some like to go only one way because they're partisan fucking hacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most Southern culture argument kind of goes out the window when they also allow Nazi flags. Yeah. Oh, God.
Trump denied the existence of transgender, non-binary, and intersex people. Okay.
Well, I mean, I do know that a lot of
this
people...
is ideological. This is true, like real, but subject to extreme interpretation. This is just real. It's a fucking physical deformity.
Yeah, but I do know that a lot of people who aren't educated in this subject just assume that intersex and trans are the same thing.
Yeah, they're fucking dumb.
Yeah, well, that's because they don't
also,
bother to know, right?
Also, though, the extreme trans activists pretend they're the same thing anyway.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
that's
so fucking
also
dumb,
a
too.
fucking problem.
Yeah.
That's also a problem.
Oh yeah, there's that one state. There's a state that is trying to pass a law that makes male masturbation illegal.
Why?
Because they're saying that they're using a Bible verse where Onan, he jacked off onto the ground and God was displeased and killed him because he was
just don't jack off in public.
Because he wasn't. No. God specifically said you're not supposed to waste your seed. And this is like life begins at the formation of sperm in the balls.
I hate everyone. I hate everyone, everything. I'm just gonna become a hermit and live in a cave with internet access.
Now, see, yeah, it's a
So I
joke.
can play
Here's
Baldur's
the
Gate
thing.
3.
Yeah, conception starts at erection. It's a joke law made by Democrats, yes, but they're using the Bible because they're like pissed off at like the Republicans being anti-abortion.
Oh God.
Next time I'm about to break the law, based. I wasted my seed earlier.
Oh God, everyone's dumb.
Life is stored in the balls, baby. Well, okay. That's all the articles for today, guys. How do you guys feel about it? Pee is stored in the balls. Where did that meme come from? Pee is stored in the balls.
I think somebody online, it was probably a tweet, somebody online was just like, yeah, pea's stored in the balls. Like, actually? And then it just became a huge fucking meme because of how obvious that is not.
Did you check that Smash JT's Craig's transphobic retweet Jaffe was talking about? No. What transphobic retweet was that, Numer40? Can you find it and send it to me?
Send it. Kids in general don't know that much. That's where it comes from. Also that too.
There's like no one online right now. Adam and Sitch, I've read them a lot. I go read Destiny. Discordia's live. Why not? Let's go read Discordia. We'll read Discordia in a minute or two.
Listen,
get your coffee cups ready.
Dev argued with the chat for 2 hours today.
Based.
You got to one article in those 2 hours. The rest of the hour was spent on the rest of the articles. We've been going for 3 hours.
We'll go raid Discordia. Don't leave yet, you fucks. At least do the raid.
Do the raid and then leave.
At least spam Discordia's chat with coffee cups, okay? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys supporting, as always. You guys are the best community. Thank you for sticking with me. New video probably tomorrow, because I am working on it. And I know we were supposed to get back to streaming last week. We didn't, but we should.
This is a you thing.
It is more a me thing. Well, I was working on that giant, like...
Listen, I'm not saying
video,
anything bad.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, by the way. That was a really good video, in my opinion.
You keep saying words, and I'm just waiting for you.
You know what? We'll try to get back to it, okay? But anyway, yes, I want to get back to the gaming streams at this point. Dave's not coming back for a while, I think. Dave keeps pushing ahead his comeback date.
It's
and
fine.
You know what? I don't blame him,
Nope.
obviously, but that means that you and I got to pick up some slack.
Do you really?
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm going to buy you all the costumes that expose your boobs.
Why?
Got to pick up slack.
Nobody wants to see that.
Listen, chat.
No.
If you want to see Naomi's boobs,
Fucking
say
do
so
the
right
raid
now.
on Discordia. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Okay. We will see you guys next time. Have a good one. I love you.